get some more. I told you I'ma take your place. I seen it in your face, and I knew that you would say it. So how you wanna play this? Yeah, you got somebody other than this predicament. Don't trip, creep the street. That's just what we dealing with.
At 5 in the morning, I wake up to fight for my earnings. Fear in my mind is a warning. Pray to the one you're relying. I've been wandering all day. I tried to be fine, but I can't be. The noise in my mind wouldn't leave me. I tried to get by, but I'm burning. I'm behind, my mind it runs. All these thoughts have troubled me. Fighting to give up my pain. Fighting to be on my lane. My mind running to the other side. When it's time to leave my life, then it tries to take me out. Tell you what I need. Right, yeah, I really need time now. I need to free mind now. I really need mine now. I need to free my mind now. I really need time now. I need to free mind now. I really need mine now. Yeah. This is the peace that you cannot buy. Send me a love that you cannot mix. One is the joy that you cannot waste, and the other one price that you cannot fix. This is the peace that you cannot buy. Finding a way where you cannot see. Man with this system, he cannot break. I need to find relief. But behind my mind, it runs. All these thoughts have troubled me. Fighting to give up my pain. Fighting to be on my lane. My mind running to the other side. When it's time to leave my life, then it tries to take me out. Tell you what I need. I really need more now. I need to free my now. I really need
shit down on sight. That's right. We out here drumming. It don't make no sense. Out here drumming. You know that you know. We out here drumming. It don't make no sense. Out here drumming. You know that you know. Fellas, grab your ladies if your lady fine. Tell her she the one for life. Ladies, grab your fellas and let's do this right. If you want to be mine. Yeah, we got it going on, got it going on. Don't it feel so good to be us? Hey, yeah, we got it going on, got it going on. Girl, we got it going on. Yeah, we got it going on, got it going on. Don't it feel so good to be us? Hey, yeah, we got it going on, got it going on. Tripping for nights. It don't make no sense. Tripping for nights. You know. Tripping for nights with my baby. Girl, you know we got it going on. Got it going on. Don't it feel so good to be us? Yeah, we got it going on, got it going on. Yeah, we got it going on, got it going on. Don't it feel so good to be us? Yeah, we got it going on, got it going on. Stroking my knees. As I
Slow we compare, speeding up the heartbeat, banging in my chest. When you put it on me, you relieve my stress. You got me so high, taking deep, deep breaths. You get me so high, you get me so high. I know you ain't a drug, but you get me so high. You get me so high, you get me so high. I know you ain't a drug, but you get me so high. You get me so high, you get me so high. I know you ain't a drug, but you get me so high. You get me so high, you get me so high. You get me so high, you get me so high. You got me so turned up. You still gotta be so high. Weed always on my mind. Now he always on my mind. Don't ya? Know you want some of this part. You ain't gotta say a word. Just walk that, let's get burned. Then we'll roll up 100 fucking nuts. All up in my mouth now. All up in yo. This nigga got pounds of it. All up in his truck. Now we both look Asian. He waving and I'm drunk. I got dank shit in my cup. You know what I'ma do to you? I could give reviews to you. Slow, we X, and we sipping on that juice. That's just what she choose to do. Slow, we compare, speeding up the heartbeat, banging in my chest. When you put it on me, you relieve my stress. You got me so high, taking deep, deep breaths. You get me so high, you get me so high. I know they see us too. Ooh, I just wanna melt into you. I'm melting into you. Just wanna melt into you. Melt into you. Melt into Imagine you ready for love and taste up and down. Open your legs so you can spit it out your mouth and inhale, exhale, breathe in. With every breath I'm sinking in. No way to describe it. I'm a riot. I wake up and I'm somehow beside you. Instead of beside you, this shit is surprise you. You don't even notice. Don't need to remind you. Wish I could build me a cute apartment. One bedroom where your heart is. Each place feels broken hearted. Cross the bed feels way too far in. I wonder when they see just one, do they see us through?
There are times when I look above and beyond. There are times when I feel your love around me, baby. I'll never forget my baby. When I feel that I don't belong, draw my strength from the words when you said, hey, it's about you, baby. Look deeper inside you, baby. I know you are there, smiling back at me, dancing in moonlight. I know you are free, 'cause I can see your star shining down on me. I can see your star shining down on me.
Happy Monday. How y'all doing? Come on in here. Come on. Come on. Make sure y'all double tap that screen for your girl to like the live stream. Hey, Secret. Hey, Cute. Hey, Capri girl. What's going on? Hey, Brandy. Hey, Miss Sonia. Hey, Miss Coleman. Y'all come on in here. Hey, Lady Marie. How y'all doing? Happy Monday. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I appreciate it. So we're going to get right into it, y'all, because I'm a little late. So, listen. What we're going to do today is Shanitra's speech, one of my favorite crime and justice content creators. She got let me go to it right quick because I need to share it out anyway. But she uploaded, let me go to it. Hold on. Let me go to it. I think it was yesterday or the day before. One day ago, she uploaded a video that we're gonna get into first off. That's the first thing we're gonna do. And I think it has like the latest updates as far as I think um, Zanaya Harris's family spoke out after his death and this and that and the third. So I think that's sort of kind of like a little update on that. And then what we're gonna dive right into because according to y'all wanted me to sort of kind of revisit the timeline of events that led up to where we are today. And I told y'all that I would that I would make a playlist, right? So what I did was I went to Shanitra's channel and she has a whole playlist of videos that she did covering it from day one. So we basically gonna get into that. I tried to go to Carlos's channel to get his videos, but I think his are so sporadic and they're not in the playlist, so it's kind of hard for me to get everything. So that's when I went over to Shanitra's and she had a playlist. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna listen to this 26-minute video from Shanitra that was uploaded a day ago, and then we're gonna jump into the backstory. Because as y'all know, Truth did not cover this story as it unfolded. I could not, it was too much. It became too much. But yeah, we're just gonna sort of kind of revisit it and let that be that. So let's get into it. All right, let me share this video out. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and check her out. Y'all know she's one of my favorite crime and justice channels. Y'all go over there and support, hit the like button and things of that nature. Now, did I speak to you, Sonya? Hey, Sonya. I think I did. All right, y'all, let's get into it. So let me pull up this first video. And like I say, I know some things about the case. Don't know a lot. I'm learning as we revisit it. But if y'all got any questions, put them in the chat. If I can answer them, I will. If I can't, I'm sure somebody in the chat that can, because some of y'all was following this as it happened. I just wasn't one of those people because, like I said, it became too much for me, and I backed off it. So, but I'm real interested now to know what happened as far as the whole timeline goes. Okay, so let's listen.
Jarvis Butts, a man convicted of killing 13-year-old Neziah Harris and actually assaulting her and other girls.
He needed to submit a truthful statement regarding Neziah Harris's body, but that isn't being made public.
He made his bed, he got to lay in it. I think it was a bit of a cowardly way out.
On March 12, 2026, 43-year-old Jarvis Butts was sentenced to 35 to 60 years in prison for the murder of 13-year-old Neziah Harris. He also had additional charges, but all of the sentences were set to run at the same time, meaning he was facing a minimum of 35 years and a maximum of 60 years. But he would never serve his full sentence because Jarvis Butts had other plans. Just 14 days after arriving at the Reception and Guidance Center, Jarvis Butts was found unresponsive in his prison cell. At the time, he was being held at the Reception and Guidance Center, which is basically an intake facility where inmates go before they're assigned to a permanent prison.
This is the Charles Egler Reception and Guidance Center in Jackson. It's a prison intake center where the Michigan Department of Correction confirms that Jarvis Butts' body was found 2 weeks ago. 43-year-old Butts was sentenced in the murder of 13-year-old Isaiah Harris, sentenced to 35 to
Hey, Miss Margie, thanks for joining. Welcome, Miss Margie.
60 years. He pleaded guilty to second-degree murder, and as a part of the plea deal, he was supposed to provide information as to where her body was. And Wayne County prosecutors office says he did exactly that.
I think it's buffering a little bit. Give me a second. All right, hold on a minute. I'm gonna back it up.
Reception and Guidance Center, Jarvis Butts was found unresponsive in his prison cell. At the time, he was being held at the Reception and Guidance Center, which is basically an intake facility where inmates go before they're assigned to a permanent prison.
Come back right nigga. I'm looking for a ring, baby. 'Cause I'm gonna be your wife, nigga. We're gonna have some pretty things. This is the Charles Egler Reception and Guidance Center in Jackson. It's a prison intake center where the Michigan Department of Correction confirms that Jarvis Butts' body was found 2 weeks ago. 43-year-old Butts was sentenced in the murder of 13-year-old Isaiah Harris, sentenced to 35 to 60 years. He pleaded guilty to second-degree murder, and as a part of the plea deal, he was supposed to provide information as to where her body was. And Wayne County Prosecutor's Office says he did exactly that. Harris was last seen in January 2024, and prosecutors say she met up with Butts the day that she disappeared, and she was pregnant. Allegedly, Butts, the father of that child. And fast forward Thursday, MDOC says he took his own life. MDOC says the staff tried to save his life but were unsuccessful.
Now, as you heard in the news clip, Jarvis took his own life, but additionally, you also heard that he was supposed to provide a statement about the location of where Naziah's body was. And the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office once again confirmed that he did provide the statement, but that information will not be released to the public. Now, as far as if Jarvis had any cellmates, listen to this.
Now, the Michigan Department of Corrections told us they couldn't say whether Butts had any cellmates.
Now, an alleged cousin of Jarvis Butts did make a status, and what he said was, "Please pray for my family. Even if no one else is, I'm going to miss you, fam." Now, Jarvis Butts' sister had previously made a status on March the 16th, and what she stated was, "I just want to take the time to say thank you for all the love and support. You have no idea." He left a comment and he said, "I tried to call you, hit me when you can, love you because." She replied to him and said, "Love you too." So it does appear that this person does have some connection to Jarvis. Now, of course, this cousin did receive backlash and he subsequently deleted that status because people were leaving comments about how he could make a status to publicly say that he would miss Jarvis. Now, the sister has not made a public status in regards to Jarvis' death, but someone did leave a status on her behalf and said, "She has endured tremendous challenges over the past couple of years. Now, with the loss of her brother, she needs our collective love and support. Let's surround her with uplifting prayers and positive energy, sending her love."
Fox 2 spoke with Harris's cousin Roxy, who was out of town, about what happened and the concerns the family still has.
We ultimately, want to still know where she is because we still don't have those answers. We just want to lay her to rest and things like that. So there's still a lot of unanswered questions, and him doing, deciding to take his own life was, literally 2 weeks after the sentencing. He made his bed, he got to lay in it. I think it was a bit of a cowardly way out, but he made his bed, so he has to lay in it.
So again, the prosecutor's office saying that Butts did provide information, and then she referred us over to Detroit Police Department, and we spoke with DPD, and they say that they are investigating, they are searching for her body, and that they are looking into every
Okay, so here's where the confusion comes in, because as you heard in the news clip, the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office said Jarvis Butts did provide information about where Naziah's body is located, but when it came to any additional details, they directed the news station over to the Detroit Police Department. Then, a day after Jarvis was found unresponsive in his cell, the Detroit Police Department made their own statement, and in part they said that although the legal process ended with a conviction in court, their work is not done. They will continue to follow all leads and continued efforts to locate Naziah's body to help bring closure to her family. And that's where it doesn't quite add up, because if prosecutors are satisfied with what Jarvis said, but police are still actively searching, what does that actually mean? Let me know your thoughts below in the comment section. Do you believe Jarvis Butts provided a truthful statement and they just need time to locate her remains? Or do you think because nothing has been released to the public, there's just not enough information to know if what he said was actually truthful and if he actually revealed a location? That's where the confusion is coming in.
Claims the only family members who saw the statement are the ones Neziah lived with when she went missing.
They apparently only have knowledge of that information. Like there were a lot of unanswered questions still about the case.
Like where her body is. Part of Butt's plea was that he had to reveal where he dumped Neziah's body that winter day back in 2024 after she got off the school bus. She was believed to be pregnant with his child.
Just saying you threw her in the river is not good enough. With a plea, you give us something, we give you this. And we didn't get that. And the community is very angry about that.
Community activist Tamara Liberty Smith on this case since the beginning, saying there's a trail of trauma left behind.
So
by
now
Butts.
the question becomes, will Neziah Harris' remains ever be found? We know that the prosecutor's theory at the preliminary hearing was that Neziah Harris was stabbed to death. They argued that the evidence, including the black hoodie she was wearing, was consistent with stab wounds. On January the 9th, 2024, Neziah had been in communication with Jarvis Butts. When she got off the school bus that day, he had arranged to pick her up. What Neziah didn't know is that when she walked towards Jarvis Butts' vehicle, she was walking to her death, because Jarvis Butts would later take her life and ultimately plead guilty to doing so. And the motive in this case has always been clear. Prosecutors say that Jarvis had been engaged in an inappropriate relationship with Neziah going back to at least 2022, and it was alleged that Neziah was pregnant. For those that have been following this case, you may already know this. And the connection between Jarvis and...
Thank you, Miss Margie. Hey, Raina. Thank you, Miss Margie. I appreciate the support. Thank you.
Neziah was because Jarvis shared 5 children with Neziah's maternal aunt Shannon, and this is how Jarvis had access to Neziah. Now, one of the things that have always stood out is that when Annette Harris took the stand, which is Neziah's grandmother, she tried to distance Jarvis from being in the house. However, there were text messages that were read to Jarvis in the interrogation, which tells a different story. Listen to this.
Asked her, this was now in July, can I get my date start today? Right. Okay, so still nothing has happened. Okay. And then some pictures, we liked it. How many pictures do you think she sent you over this period? You didn't share them to nobody. I'm gonna try to figure out how to get them off the internet, anything like that. You just leave it up pretty quickly and save them in none of your these fake invisible folders that are really, as you can see, not invisible. All right, so then still this is July and it's talking about she wants to talk, and are you busy? So we're still entertaining here at this point. All right, so here, I just want maybe this day will make you remember what was going on, because she said, I want to talk to you. Are you busy? Text me. Where are you at? I'm trying to keep going all this. And then he said, why? Go upstairs in the bathroom. So you obviously were at the house. All right, and you said, why? And she said, just go. And then you said, we doing something or what? Oh, she said, we doing something or what? And you said, yeah. And she says, I want to lay with you. And you said, I'm going upstairs. I just want to chill with you. And is she? Yes. You know she wants to date, so she going to follow you upstairs. Yeah. Okay. So this is that day. And then you said, not kidding me. This is your day. So apparently you weren't communicating. I know time to give her some dick. So ask can shut up. So basically she's telling you, give her some so she can shut up and leave you alone. She only acted like that because she's horny. And then you said, I want to see you while you're in shower. And then I'm assuming that was what this was.
Now, although Jarvis is now dead, Neziah's body has not been found, and that is where the focus is. There is still no hope that Naziah is able to be found and that the family that loves her is able to have a 24 when she vanished. Jarvis Butt's business associate King said that he left the shop around 9 p.m. and Naziah was still with Jarvis. Now, King was never charged in connection to the case, but he did testify at the preliminary hearing about seeing Naziah Harris at the shop. Now, the significance of this is that when prosecutors went back and retraced Jarvis Butt's steps, they found out that after he left the shop, he went to a hotel, which there was no surveillance footage from the hotel. I previously did a video about that, so if you haven't checked it out, I'll link it in the description.
Cordell, as we know, testified that he had to get back to his house based on his tether hours by 9 p.m. And that is the last time that anyone who is not Jarvis Butts would see Naziah Harris alive. From the shop, we proceed out to the Park Crest Inn, where Jarvis Butts checked into a hotel at 9:30 p.m. And Sergeant O'Rourke's testimony corroborates this, placing his phone in the area of that 20,000 Harper address at around midnight till early in the next morning on the 10th, using the data that you see on the screen and those times. Recapping January 9th, this is the last time that we have any sort of communication from Naziah. There was, if you look at those messages that Sergeant Jones went through and read, just between Naziah and Jarvis, there was consistent and constant communication up until January 9th. There's also no messages from Jarvis after Naziah goes missing on the 9th, looking for her, seeing where she is, trying to find her, trying to help, as anyone should do at that time, her family locate her. There's no messages to her phone, to that text now account from Jarvis Butts' phone. Her legal guardian and grandmother, Annette Harris, has not seen any social media posts. The OIC of the case, Sergeant Jones, has not seen anything for a total of 1 year now. Lieutenant George Harris, who was involved in the investigation in the first month, didn't see anything that he saw from social media or text now after the 9th. Jarvis Butts on the 9th, we know, borrowed Latricia John's car overnight, which was unusual. He borrowed that from, and then again borrowed it on the 10th or 11th. We know that Naziah's glasses were found in that car sometime after the 10th or 11th when Latricia Johnson was at that shop, and Jarvis Butts snatches them out of her hand. From the Park Crest Inn and from January 9th, we go out to 7 Mile and Burke. This is by far the most important location in this case because we know that the defendant spent from 11:40 p.m. on the 10th to 1:34 a.m., nearly 2 hours in that area, in that wooded area where the Rouge River runs through. And to give, this is from the slideshow of the scene photos that were taken at 7 Mile and Burke. This is the area where it's the people's theory, Jarvis Butts did at least one of two things, either killed Naziah at 7 Mile and Burke, but at the very least, dumped her body in this location. We know this because of the evidence that was found, specifically the black hoodie, which you see in this photo here, as well as the pink bodysuit and the shoes that we confirmed or that are hers based on the picture that the OIC received from her brother. And those items were black.
So one of the main reasons I wanted to make this video is because after Jarvis Butts was sentenced, the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office made it clear that he was required to provide a truthful statement about the location of Naziah's body, and they say that he did. But despite that, there are still a lot of people who feel like her location was never truly revealed, and that's where the disconnect comes in, because I did get some comments on my last video saying he never revealed the location, but the Wayne prosecutors often are stuck with the statement, but they also made it releasing that information to the public and have directed any additional questions to the Detroit Police Department. So even if people don't agree with that decision, the official position is that Jarvis Butts fulfilled his obligation from the prosecutor's office. So I played a portion of the prosecutor's closing statement that focused on Jarvis' movements on the night Naziah's life was taken. And the significance of that is this. The prosecutor's theory is that during those 2 hours he spent in that wooded area, that is where he took her life or where he left her body. Because of that, that area has been extensively searched, but Naziah Harris has still not been found. So now with Jarvis Butts gone, and even with the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office saying he provided a truthful statement, the question still remains, will Naziah remains ever be found? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. As always, I appreciate your support.
It was actually with one of my girlfriends, man, because she took me, she brought me.
I think right here is she's gonna play his interrogation, which is gonna come up again in this content. It's gonna come up again. So we're gonna listen to what's being said, and then of course, like I say, we'll move on to that playlist. All right. So I think this right here is let me see. Let me cut the close. Yeah. We're gonna cut the closed caption on because sometimes this stuff be hard to understand. So yeah, this is part of his right, Miss Margie. This is part of his interrogation.
You don't understand. I can understand.
Oh, she's already got it
Oh,
on.
I heard you say baby mama, 13 kids,
Yes.
fiance.
Yes.
You live with your, who do you live with? That's the fiance. And you got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay, player. One of the five husbands?
No, man.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, it was before I went to San Francisco.
Okay. So she had your phone. She had your phone.
From my understanding, at least have
Now, who did they get it from? We asked because we don't know this
so,
info.
from my understanding, they conducted a raid at her house.
Okay.
Where they raided her house? Oh no, that's the same thing.
She had the phone.
But the phone was in her possession.
Okay.
So
That's where you left. You got it.
there we go. Look up. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Is that okay? Okay.
Whatever the case. And I know she was getting so she was into certain things. Like I come up, she had like hell shit on, and I know grandma wasn't.
So why just not give it to you?
I heard it.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So the value, so your mentor on
Yeah,
that.
so I heard it.
So you mentor. Would you talk to them about anything?
Depending on, certain little things, I would ask them how school is. Nothing serious. Like I say, I wouldn't pay too much in the family business. That would be my pain. Like I said, everything that you had to do, you had to earn it. You know what I mean? So if you wanted something, earn it. You appreciate it more. So that was my whole thing on that. So me, I used to just give it to them. They would take advantage. And every time, well, and it's a lot of kids over there, so I can't keep giving
Yeah, not everybody.
$5, and that looks real bad if I just give you money every time you had asked for it, or she asked for it, and I can't give it to everybody else. So therefore, you guys want something, I got a job for y'all. If I have something for you to do, I'll call and let you know. Every time they come in, $25 a piece, depending on.
Okay.
Make sure we come up the same person.
That's what's her government name?
That's how it.
Like,
Do you know about when that picture might have been taken or where? Did she look like that last time you saw her? What she looked like the last time you saw her?
She had long braids. She had long braids.
Any color in the braids?
Matter of fact, she was in her theater the last time I saw her.
Okay.
So it wasn't even done, so I don't even know what it was. But
you talking about back and forth between the houses? So she wasn't back and forth.
that day, the last time I seen her, she was getting her hair did. Yes, she was. She was back and forth because the dude plus feet, he stayed next door. So she was going back and forth with him next door, but they were in the basement at the grandmother's house getting her hair did.
Okay, but not on the night though.
Not that I don't know, like I said, not that I can recall. Okay. But you can ding my phone. I'm over there quite often.
Okay, so yeah, you do some amazing things with these phones.
I'm just trying to think about this stuff.
Okay, so I was asking you about you had any contact with text message or did anything with Zaza. You said that you didn't. You don't have any contact with her like that at all. Because you can't think of any of the last time that you talked to her.
Not right off the top of my head, boss man.
Okay. Were you supposed to meet her anywhere? No.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Okay. I was already young girl, his past and things like that. So not accusing you of nothing, but some of the stuff like we can't just.
So pig me,
I gotta
boss.
ask you.
Pig me, boss. I can't.
So I
I'm
just
doing a lot. I'm doing a lot.
So can you kind of help me out, like what went on this day, or point me in the right direction? I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm trying to say is what happened here. Like,
I can't tell.
That if I wasn't meeting, so he's meeting.
I'm supposed to meet them at the house.
It's okay to meet her.
You keep saying them. Her and my daughter.
So that's
I'm supposed to pick them up at that house, at their grandmother's house on Bedford. Like I say, from time to time, I had jobs for them, and I did tell them today.
Let me see, because the location she didn't put at my grandma's house.
Yeah, they're supposed to be that because they got out of school at whatever time. I was waiting on my daughter to get out of school. I don't pick them. I don't pick one up without the other. Bottom line. I don't pick one up without the other.
So it wasn't. Did she ever confide in you about like having any troubles with with girls and boys?
Yeah, grandma didn't know about the situation she had with some girls. Like supposed to got jumped on or something like that. I'm not sure, but they knew about.
Yeah, keep it cute. I think he was fresh out of prison. Like I think, and we're gonna get a more clear understanding of all these facts. I got that feeling because Shanitra got a timeline it's 98 videos in I mean, not a timeline, I'm sorry. Well, it's a timeline, but she's got a playlist. The playlist that we're gonna get into, y'all, it is 98 videos. Now, mind you, some of those videos are like 6 minutes or whatever. You know that it's for every update she has a video, whatever was going on with it. And of course, this has been 2 years, y'all. January this year made 2 years that uh Naziah. I don't know why I want to call her Zanaya. I know I want. That's my. I know a Zanaya in real life, so I probably called her Zanaya, y'all. If I do, just charge it to my heart, not my head. Her name is Naziah, but I know a Zanaya, and I think I've been calling her that. I don't know, but yeah, I know he had been in prison prior. Now, what he was in prison for, I'm not sure. Was she with him before he went to prison? Then he got out and got back with him. I'm not for sure, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna find all that out.
Situation. I'm sitting up here, man. I didn't give you consent to everything that I got. So why would she tell you to do? Why would she have to delete your number? She wasn't talking about my number. She was talking about the number that she called me from. Like I said, they call from different numbers. The auntie, this text now shit. So I can delete your number. I don't know where she would say my number though, because anything that we do, like I said, it's always like that. And when they call me from text now numbers and all that bullshit, so I'm assuming she was speaking when she said, like I said, I don't have no reason to add nothing else. My phone is what it is. Everything is in my phone. Y'all have.
You got a creepy ass voice. I know that much.
I don't know what that's about. I don't know why would she say delete my number.
So you're saying that you didn't meet up with her?
Promise to Jesus, I didn't meet up with that young lady.
Promise to Jesus.
Promise to God, I didn't meet up with that. We never got, like I said, she sent me that text message. I was supposed to pick them up. We never had a chance to anything because I'm not. Is that I know Ipsy? We were doing the job last night.
Online?
Yeah, we were doing the job. Mobile job. I don't know who the lady is. She knew that she was supposed to come to me.
Did you feel the mother or anybody that she had just listen?
I told my child's mother that that she had texted me.
That day?
Yes.
To meet you?
Yeah, no. She had texted me and I asked her what number was this. She was like, I don't know. I gave her the number. She said she didn't know what number that was.
So
thank you, Renee. Thank you for becoming a member.
Yeah, from the same number. What does it say?
Yeah. So
it said, what are you doing?
All right, that's you.
That was you from London?
Yeah, she said that. She had
to do that too. I appreciate that, Renee. I forgot to put the link to the membership. I'm going to put the link to the membership in the chat, Renee. If you are one of the other mods, well, you and the other mods, will y'all grab that link and post it throughout the live? I'm going to post it in the chat right now. I forgot all about it. I forgot all about that, y'all. I ain't even announced it at the beginning of the show, but yeah, I'm gonna put that link in the chat, and you mods, y'all grab it up for me. Thank you so much, Renee, for becoming a member. I appreciate it.
Work and you explain what you doing.
Yeah, what are you doing?
So y'all have back and forth conversations.
I like that, boss. Like I said, they call me when I have jobs, and I told you when I have jobs.
But I guess the way at the beginning of this, and again, I'm just trying to understand, bro.
So I can
no, you wait a minute. Listen, bro. Again, at the beginning of the conversation, you asked, did you ever speak with her on the phone or text message? And you said that you either speak with the grandmother or you speak with your child's mother.
Or they call me and ask me and harass me, and I call the grandmother and let them know that they did that.
But here, we having back and forth conversations one-on-one.
Okay, what is the conversation?
Okay,
Mr. Butts targeted and befriended women who had to have relationships with their young daughters. He would have relationships with their mothers, but his true desire was to have with their young daughters. That's what the evidence will show. He was a classic and expert groomer and pedophile.
All right, great video from Shanitra Speaks. I share her out on my wall, y'all, on my community wall. Y'all go over there and check her out if you're into crime and justice, which I know y'all are. Go over there and check her out. If you like her content, subscribe to the channel. So now what we're going to do, y'all, we're going to get into the playlist. I made sure this playlist was in order. It's in order stemming back to January of 2024 when Naziah went missing. And I've got all the videos that Shanitra put out on this case. She has a whole playlist on her channel. Y'all can go over there if y'all want to. Y'all can go over there and check out her playlist. But we're gonna get into it. We're gonna start from the very first one. Let me hold on a minute. Okay. I'm still here, y'all. I'm trying to pull up the I think it's acting stupid, of course. Wouldn't be it if it didn't. Let's see. Let's see. Whew. Mm. All right.
We then started going into different businesses to look for different video that we may be able to recover close to the intersection.
Hey, man. Welcome. Happy Monday.
And did you recover, or were you able to recover anything or find anything from the Ypsilanti area?
We did find some video that was eventually pulled from a gas station.
And what was, I guess, the condition of that?
Thank you, Miss Margie. You say y'all way with sippers better join this membership. Thank you, Miss Margie. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate your support. I really, really do. I'm gonna put the link in there so my moms can grab it up. So we can get to those 10 members. Like I announced on the other channel the other day, when we get to the 10 members, we're gonna do a live. We're gonna do a members on a live, so we can talk and y'all can tell me what y'all expect for me to put out in the membership. Okay. So yeah, let me get this going and then I'll put that link down in the chat. Here we go. Thank you again, Miss Marge.
So the video is from a gas station. It shows the intersection, I believe it's Michigan and Carpenter, which is actually, I think that is like a Springfield township. It's kind of like a little.
Oh, thank you, Renee. I didn't even catch that. I'm trying to get this stuff together over here and see why is this showing up like this? Hold on a minute. Let me see something. Thank you, Renee. Thank you, baby doll. Let me see. Why her face is not showing. What did I do? Let's see. Maybe I should take this off. Let's see how that works. Let's put it back on. Let's see. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is right there. Okay, I'll take that out. Shout out to Shanitra Speaks. All right.
At that point, we didn't know exactly what we're looking for, so we just kind of pulled like the window that we knew the devices were out there, specifically Jarvis Butt's device that was out there. So we kind of just pull all of that video before we lose it. And then as we gather more information, we can kind of go back and look at the video to see if there's something now that we can focus in on what we should look for.
Okay. Now, that brings up a good point. You said you're a month behind on this investigation.
Yes.
So that, fair to say, being a month behind would cause you to potentially lose critical pieces of evidence.
Yes.
Okay. And some of those pieces of evidence, it's fair to say. that-
Thank you for becoming a member, Meryl. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, boo.
So most
Thank you for that link, Renee. Thank you. Y'all go check out Shanitra. She has an excellent channel. Thank you for becoming a member, Meryl. I appreciate it. Thank you.
video systems, and every business is different. You got green light, you have businesses and people that have their own residential cameras or private cameras, and it'll vary. Some of them start overwriting in 48 hours, some of them is a week, some may last up to a month. It just depends on how large their system is and how much data it can hold.
And is that a struggle that you encountered in this case?
Yes.
And where is it that you encountered that?
So there's several cameras and videos throughout the entire route of travel that later in the investigation we were able to identify. But as we identified those locations and went to see if video was still able to be there, it had already been overwritten or was not available.
Saw her, as she was walking, I never saw her face.
Did you see any clothing?
I did.
Okay. Did anything about the clothing stick out to you that you remember?
I just remember her having on a colorful jacket.
Okay. And what door, which side do you remember seeing her getting in and out of Darcy's truck? Or did it change?
I don't remember.
You also remember a jacket, a colorful jacket?
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
I notice every time I adjust my volume, that's when it goes to buffering. So I gotta leave my volume alone. Okay.
I'm going to show you it's marked as People's Exhibit 2, which is already admitted, and People's Proposed Exhibit 10.
Hold on one second, y'all. Let me turn it up a little bit more. Trying to make sure I hear. Okay.
You want my approach? Yes. And you see what's marked as People's Exhibits 2 and 10. Okay. Do you recognize anything in those photos? Yes.
Yes.
What is it that you recognize?
Right.
And for the record, you're pointing in channel 1, and you recognize this like pink colorful jacket?
Yes.
Okay. And that's in People's Exhibit 10? Your Honor, I move the admission People's Exhibit 10 as Exhibit 10. Is that a fair and accurate depiction of the jacket that you saw that day?
Yeah.
I move the proposed People's Exhibit 10.
Any objection? Okay, it'll be admitted as People's Exhibit 10.
Okay. And in People's 2, that also, where is the what you recognize People's Exhibit 2?
Looks like channel 2 here, maybe?
Okay.
Now I do want to tell y'all, and I'm gonna try my best to remember to give y'all dates on these videos. Okay, so this particular video right here was uploaded January 19th of 2025. That is a year. It was last year, but it was a year after Naziah went missing. This video right here was uploaded January 19th, 2025, a year. Oh, you can, I know, I was talking about on my end, Miss Marge. I was talking about on my end. I'm glad you can hear it good. So, yeah, so this video was uploaded a year after Naziah went missing, January 19th, 2025. She went missing in January 2024. Okay.
And you recognize the jacket in this photo, too, right? Yes.
It's a little blurry, but
Okay. And what about in channel 1 of Exhibit 2?
it would be this.
Okay, it's fair to say that's the back of a jacket? Seems to be the back of a jacket? Okay, thank you. And you said that you saw this little girl with this jacket on getting in and not going into the gas station?
Yes.
Okay. Did you know who this little girl was at the time?
No.
Okay. Is there a time that you ever get out of your car?
Yes.
And what do you do?
I needed to use the restroom, so I asked his partner if I could use the restroom. He told me to go and tell him at the gas station. And as I was walking towards the gas station, she was walking behind me.
Okay, so how far in front of you was she?
would say maybe where the gentleman in the gray blazer is behind you. Maybe a little bit farther.
From where you were with him? Okay. And well, I feel like I've got
20, 25 feet?
yeah, I would agree with about 20, 25 feet. And you said you never got a chance to see this little girl's face. Was there anything else about her that you can remember?
I just remember her being kind of small, like outside, just seeing her get in and out of the car when I was walking towards her. So she's tiny, and I just remember her.
Tiny, like in what way? Like tiny, skinny, short?
Kind of skinny, I'm sure.
Okay. And did you ever ask Jarvis who the little girl was?
Yeah.
And what did he tell you?
He told me, and I can't remember if it was this exact word, or he said it was my partner's niece, or he said it was King's niece.
Okay.
But,
You knew who he was referring to?
yes.
Okay. Did you think anything of it at the time?
No.
And what is it that made you think something? Was there a time where you thought something different?
Yes.
Okay. What is it that made you think something different?
I received a phone call, a video call from one of his kids' mom, and she told me about some things that happened on Valentine's Day, and then she sent me a video of a podcast about my daughter.
Okay. And what did you do as a result of receiving those things?
I called Shannon and I asked her for Sergeant Jones' phone.
Okay. And who's the Shannon that you called?
His kid's mom.
Shannon Harris?
Yes.
Okay. Do you do anything before you go and talk to Sergeant Jones?
Yes.
Okay. What is it that you do?
Okay, so after having a conversation with Shannon Harris and his other kid's mom, I was informed that his partner came, I guess something happened where
Objection, this is Susan. There's not a statement.
I'm not sure what she's even about to say.
Okay, to the extent that it's informed for someone else's statement.
You might have to object in a couple moments.
You need to speak up.
If you could stand up and make your objection.
Yes, just objecting to the fact that she was informed of something. It appears this might be hearsay.
Oh, yeah. Could you finish what you were saying? I don't know where you're going with this.
I'm trying to remember where I left. Okay, so after talking to Shannon Harris and his other kid's mom, I was informed of some things that had taken place, I think Valentine's Day. So they told me that his partner King.
Okay, so at this point, this is hearsay. They told me in the lack of personal knowledge the things that she was informed of.
Can I finish?
1 second. What is an objection?
I'm sorry.
The witness has to stop talking.
So based on those, do you go and talk to someone else?
Yes.
Okay. Who do you go and talk to?
His partner King.
Okay. And where is it that you go and talk to King at?
Entered a not guilty plea before the court scheduled a calendar conference set for March 7th at 9 a.m. That's when deadlines to file motions, motion hearing dates, and potential trial dates will be set. One of Nazia's adult cousins and staunchest advocates said her story has taken off ever since the preliminary hearing.
There are a few celebrities that have reached out. It's reached some very top tier platforms. So I'm hoping that it moves in the right direction that it needs to go on.
Roxy says one of these celebrities was Detroit's very own Skilla Baby, who not only said he'd cover the cost to throw a community gathering to honor Nazia's life, but he's also changed his profile picture to this photo of her.
I'm very thankful that Skilla Baby decided to step up to the plate and take care of everything. And it's just awesome how the community is coming together all behind Nazia.
Roxy told me her reaction to much of the online chatter that sided with Judge Aaliyah Sabri's observation that those caring for Nazia when she was abused didn't do enough to protect her.
Accountability matters. It's some things that you can be able to forgive your family members for, and this is just one of those things that I just personally can't. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong, and everyone involved in it needs to take accountability.
Roxy says she would have never let this happen if she were still living in Detroit 1 year ago. Again, Butts will...
is case 2459617, the people of the state of Michigan versus Jarvis Butts. Charged with count 1, homicide, murder first degree, premeditated. Count 2, child sexually abusive activity. Count 3, criminal sexual conduct, second degree, person under 13, defendant 17 years of age or older. The habitual offender fourth offense notice set for exam today. Appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tina Ripley on behalf of the people, P83688.
And good morning, Your Honor. Matthew Makepeace on behalf of the people, P82796.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning to your staff. Neighborhood Defendant Services by Ken Riggins, P82125. Mr. Jarvis Butts.
Good morning. Neighborhood Defender Service by Cheryl Quick, P83973, also on behalf of Jarvis Butts, with co-counsel Lauren Butler, P88126.
And Mr. Butts, thank you for name. You can have a seat.
Jarvis Butts.
Okay. This is calling case number, Mr. Butts has 3 cases. Case number 240596191, Houston, Michigan versus Jarvis Butts. Case number 24059611801, Houston, Michigan versus Jarvis Butts. And case number 24059611701, Houston, Michigan versus Jarvis Butts. Appearances from the people.
Yes. Good afternoon, Your Honor. Tina Ripley on behalf of the people, P83688.
And good afternoon, Your Honor. Matthew Makepeace on behalf of the people, P82796.
Good afternoon. Okay, it's quick.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Neighborhood Defender Service by Cheryl Quick, P83973, on behalf of Jarvis Butts. I believe co-counsel is present, Ken Riggins.
Yes, he is.
And good afternoon, Your Honor. Good afternoon to your staff. Neighborhood Defender Services by Ken Riggins, P82125, on behalf of Mr. Jarvis Butts, who stands with me to my right.
Okay, Ms. Quick, Mr. Riggins, do you wait for reading? Can you?
We do.
Okay, court of
Yes, Your Honor.
Court of 952, on behalf of the client, with respect to all 3 cases. My recommendation for the people
Yes, Judge. People are requesting a remand.
on all 3.
Yes, Judge.
Can you give us just a brief summary for each case?
Yes, Judge.
I mean, very, relatively brief, yes.
Sure, Judge. Starting with the case ending in 619, that is a criminal sexual conduct in the first degree with added charges of criminal sexual conduct in the second degree. That is for Mr. Butts' biological daughter, and she was around 8 or 9 when the touchings first started happening, and 10 when she was penetrated. Mr. Butts is a habitual offender, fourth offense notice, mandatory 25 years, and he also has a prior conviction for criminal sexual conduct in the third degree with a person 13 through 15.
Background on those 2 cases, please.
Yes, and as it relates to case ending in 618, that is 1 count of criminal sexual conduct in the second degree. He does have the second offense noted on that, along with a habitual fourth offense, mandatory 25. That case is for the sexual assault of a 4-year-old minor. She was 4 years old at the time, and she was the daughter of one of Mr. Butts' girlfriends at the time, and I would believe her to have contracted chlamydia. And as it relates to the case ending in 617, that case involves the missing 13-year-old Neziah Harris. Neziah went missing on January 9th of 2024 after last being seen alive with Jarvis Butts. Mr. Butts is a serial child rapist and murderer. Evidence will show that Jarvis Butts has been sexually assaulting Neziah Harris since at least the fall of 2022, and that Neziah Harris was pregnant with Jarvis Butts' child on January 9th of 2024, and that Mr. Butts was aware of this pregnancy. Jarvis Butts was supposed to turn himself in on January 9th of 2024 to serve a year-long sentence for CCW. This date ultimately got moved to February 7th of 2024, allowing him the opportunity and time to take care of his Neziah Harris problem. And that's exactly what Mr. Butts did. While Neziah Harris's body has still not been found, the evidence recovered points to only one devastating outcome. Although Jarvis Butts is currently serving a sentence for bond in this case, has been a convicted child in 2005, or 2005, I'm sorry. And as I mentioned prior, he is a habitual fourth offender notice with a mandatory 25 years. And if convicted of any of these charges in these cases, that is a mandatory 25. He is an absolute danger to the community and all children. Since getting out of prison, Jarvis Butts has continued to sexually assault children, resulting in now 3 active criminal sexual conduct cases against minors. There's no doubt many more out there. The people acknowledge that these charges are allegations at this point, but we're confident in these charges moving forward that the evidence will show that Jarvis Butts not only sexually assaulted and impregnated Neziah Harris, but that he ultimately killed her in order to cover up the ongoing assaults and pregnancy.
Thank you, Ms. Whitley. From Ms. Quick or Mr. Reagan, then response to the question you made.
Well, I will say, on conjecture side, one thing she said that is true is Mr. Butts is currently under sentence. As such, he is not eligible to be released, so we are not going to object to the bond at this time.
Okay. Ms. Quinton, anything you want to add?
Mr. Reagan's.
Okay. All right, court have heard arguments of bond, a remand is provided under MCR 6.106, providing people show a great presumption of guilt. I think it's more than met their burden. We'll remand Mr. Butts in all 3 cases in custody of Wayne County Jail as case pending. Mr. Butts' next court date will be probable cause October 4th, live examination October 10th, 1:45 p.m. At least tentatively scheduled now for the Judge King. Anything else from record, any attorney?
No, for the judge. Nothing from the bench.
Okay, can y'all hear us? Hold on.
Figured it out, child.
I know, right?
These technical difficulties.
Okay, can y'all hear us?
Yeah.
Okay. So before I hand Lady the phone, I don't want nobody being disrespectful in the comments or none of that shit, because I'm gonna take it there about her. So here she go. Hey guys, what's up?
Hey.
Hey.
You doing all right?
The best I can.
Yeah, I'm sure. I was sitting here just kind of giving my thoughts about Nazia's whole situation and, policies and procedures as far as, certain agencies and things like that with CPS and the Detroit Public School and, people who seen things and didn't say anything and, just kind of being bothersome with that. So is there anything that you would like to say in particular, or because I don't know when you came in or what you saw, what you didn't see, what you heard, what you didn't hear?
Right. See, can you repeat the hotel situation? Because it was loud.
The hotel situation is what I saw when I went over there?
Yes.
So when I went over there, I had talked to several different people who knew him. Knew him by J-Bo. They didn't know him by Jarvis or by Jay. They knew him by J-Bo. And that was people at the gas station, people at the liquor store, and people who live in this particular hotel that's over there on Harper and Connors. And when I was talking to people, they had said that they had been seeing him there with, crackheads and stuff like that. So it was just the whole hotel is off. And he has been over there several times because it was people who knew him. So, with me just kind of checking it out, myself and talking to certain people, it was just really off. What have you, but that is not his first time that he has been over there.
You talking about the travel in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's definitely not his first time over there. People definitely recognized him, especially the gas station and the corner store. They even described how he looked without the hat on. I showed them a picture where he was kind of covered up. And they described him with long hair and his teeth was messed up and stuff like that. So I found that to be
he's supposed to have worked at the gas station. They had the auto mechanic shop connected to it. Because I had been there a few times and he's supposed to have been working there.
Apparently he worked a whole lot of auto shops.
Yeah, then he worked one down on Neff off of Warren and Cashew. He worked at that one. But you said so the people are familiar with who he was.
Yes, they are familiar with who he was, yes. What's also not making sense to me is the hotel got at least, I counted 15 cameras.
Yeah.
So it's not making sense to me how she was seen going in and not seen coming out.
Right.
So that's not making sense to me.
Yeah, I can understand that. I'm not making no damn sense.
Right. So I don't know. I'm kind of I don't want to do too much or say too much, but if you wanted to have the floor to say anything, then I wanted to let you, have that.
Okay, y'all, I was on the phone when this particular video started, so I want to get y'all the date on it. Give me a second. I apologize for that. I was on the phone. I ain't got a call. Let me tell y'all what date this particular video dropped. Let's see. Desire Harris' mother, Lady, and cousin Roxy. Okay. So, all right. So apparently that one where y'all saw him in court where he pled not guilty, that particular video was dropped January 19th, 2025. And then this one that we're looking at right now, it was dropped all this is saying January 19th, 2025. So this was January 19th, 2025 as well. Okay, y'all? I can't believe that Auntie knew he was a scumbag and still didn't care. I mean, there's a lot of women out there. You listen. You wouldn't believe it. It's a lot of women out there that you know, just dumb, stupid. But anywho, let's listen to this. Naziah Harris's mom and cousin Roxy were on live when Naziah's mom said, I don't do too much publicity. My only concern is my daughter. All right, I'm going to back that up. I want to hear this, and I didn't get a chance to. So I'm going to back that up.
Oh,
Can y'all hear us? Hold on.
We done figured it out, child.
I know, right?
Hold on, let me do this right quick, y'all.
These technical difficulties.
Okay, can y'all hear us?
Yeah.
Okay. So before I hang up the phone, I don't want nobody being disrespectful in the comments or none of that shit. Because I'm going to take it there about her. So here she go. Hey, guys, what's up?
Hey.
Hey.
You doing all right?
The best I can.
Yeah, I'm sure. I was sitting here just kind of giving my thoughts about Naziah's whole situation and
Miss Margie, you said that's her mama. Well, this lady is not, I think she's a podcaster, and I think the other voice that you're hearing is the mom. But I'm gonna listen and make sure. But I think this person is doing a podcast, and I think the woman may have called in, which is Naziah's mother.
Policies and procedures as far as certain agencies and things like that with CPS and the Detroit Public School and people who seen things and didn't say anything and just kind of being bothersome with that. So is there anything that you would like to say in particular, or because I don't know when you came in or what you saw, what you didn't see, what you heard, what you didn't hear.
Roxy, can you repeat the hotel situation because it was loud?
The hotel situation is what I saw when I went over there.
Yes.
So when I had went over there, I had talked to several different people who knew him. Knew him by J-Bo. They didn't know him by Jarvis or by Jay. They knew him by J-Bo. And that was people at the gas station, people at the liquor store, and people who live in this particular hotel that's over there on Harper and Connors. And when I was talking to people, they had said that they had been seeing him there with, crackheads and stuff like that. So it was just the whole hotel is off. And he has been over there several times because it was people who knew him. So, with me just kind of checking it out, myself and talking to certain people, it was just really off. What have you, but that is not his first time that he has been over there.
You talking about the travel in, right? Yeah, okay.
That's definitely not his first time over there. People definitely recognized him, especially the gas station and the corner store. They even described how he looked without the hat on. I showed them a picture where he was kind of covered up. And they described him with long hair and his teeth was messed up and stuff like that. So I found that to be
he worked at the gas station. They had the auto mechanic shop connected to it. Because I had been there a few times, and he's supposed to have been working there.
Apparently, he worked a whole lot of auto shops.
Yeah, then he worked one down on Neff off of off of Warren and Cashew. He worked at that one. But you know, you said so the people are familiar with who he was.
Yes, they are familiar with who he was. Yes. What's also not making sense to me is the hotel got at least, I counted 15 cameras.
Yeah.
So it's not making sense to me how she was seen going in and not seen coming out.
Right.
So that's not making sense to me.
Yeah, I can understand that. I'm not making no damn sense.
Right. So I don't know. I'm kind of I don't want to do too much or say too much, but if you wanted to have the floor to say anything, then I wanted to let you, have that.
So, I mean, basically, they was just on there like you ain't give a fuck, but you did,
I mean,
you thought was best.
I love my daughter. I mean, it can't be measured how much I love my daughter, and I'm still holding on the fact and the possibility and the fact that she is still living,
right,
regardless of the news and everything. Say I don't do the publicity, I don't do, people's platform or however they want to benefit off the situation. My concern is about my daughter, and just because people doesn't see my face or see me all everywhere like some of my, family members. That doesn't mean that I'm not involved and I'm not trying to keep up with what's going on with my daughter.
Right.
And that's much I got to say about it to anyone,
And maybe it'll come out. Maybe she's already said it and I missed it. But the question for me is why didn't you have your daughter? I'm not gonna do any kind of like I gotta say what's on my mind, you know what I'm saying? When I hear stuff, I gotta say what I feel about it or whatever. But my thing is, I don't know if it's gonna come out in court. I don't know if it ever came out. But my question is, why didn't you have your daughter? This young lady was staying with her aunt. Her aunt had custody of her with the pedophile as boyfriend, husband, baby daddy. Well, no. I think she was staying with. I think the grandmother is the one that had the legal custody, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all let me know. But my thing is, you say you don't do publicity, you don't do this is a podcast that you're on. So apparently you do. But the question is this: why didn't you have custody of your 12, 13-year-old daughter? You didn't have custody. She was with her granny. That's my question. Maybe it'll get answered, maybe not. I don't know. But it be behooving me with these mamas. They'll have these babies and can't take care of them.
I don't have to show my face all on the news or, be all on everybody's podcast and all that. I don't have to do all that.
Fucking news. You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be speaking to podcasters. Your daughter's missing. You don't know if she's living or dead. Like, you say you don't do publicity, but you're talking to a podcaster. Make it make sense.
But somebody to feel that I'm involved with what's going on with my daughter.
Period.
Sorry.
Period, boo. See, they don't know. Letty can build a motherfucking house while they all on Facebook.
From the ground up, you hear me?
Yes, I have
so
skills.
So amazing. It'd be so amazing. And now I see why YouTube and these platforms getting sued and shit. I don't see why really, because I don't, but that's for another day, another conversation. But it be behooving me how much these people are so invested into social media and coming on social media and in entertaining social media when you got real life crises, like real life situations going on. Y'all be so invested in this damn social media. You on a podcast laughing and giggling, talking about period poo, and your 12, 13-year-old daughter is missing. And you don't know if she's dead or alive. And you worried about what people saying on Facebook. What do you mean that wasn't her daughter? I ain't talking about this lady on the screen. I'm not talking about I'm talking about the mama. I'm not talking about the lady on the screen. Apparently this lady on the screen is a podcaster. I'm talking about the mother. I'm speaking about the mother who didn't have custody.
very intelligent and got them hands. Stop playing with like, period. And this shit killing her. It's killing her. Absolutely, it's killing me. Nobody knows how I feel about this.
Just a misunderstanding, just like you thought I thought this was the mom. I know this is not the mom. It's no problem.
It's not them. It's not they. No one knows how I struggle every day just to get through day by day. And I'm trying to still be a mother because I do have a son. So hard for me, and I try not to get wrapped up in the bull crap. I just try to keep it about the facts and investigation and what's going on with my daughter. All the other shit is irrelevant to me.
Yeah. Well,
but I want
from me to you, I love you. I love you to death. You know that. Always have and always will. But I'm doing the best that I can.
And I thank anybody else who's reached out and who's involved themselves in the search, involved themselves as far as passing out flyers from the beginning, and still continue to be. I thank everybody for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. We pushing through. We gonna keep pushing until.
So this is cousin Roxy. Okay.
We get, justice for her and the answers that, Naziah deserves and you, as well. So
yeah, you
deserve that and she deserved that. So I'm definitely, doing my part to get, to get that for you.
I appreciate that. I mean, I can't tell you how much I appreciate that.
Of course, that's what family does.
Okay, well, y'all, we gonna be watching and in the comments. Well, lady, she fucked up right now, so she passed the phone back to me. And
So how is it that when I get here, a month later, there's nothing going on? Like, that's crazy to me.
It says in a Facebook Live from possibly 2 days ago. Remind you, y'all, this was back in January of 2025. Naziah Harris's cousins, Roxy and Sierra, addressed clout allegations.
It's wild. It's wild as fuck. I don't give a fuck about followers. Everybody can unfollow me. I don't give a fuck about cloud. I don't care. I don't care. I don't know why the fuck I came here early in February. I don't know why. Shit moved like that. But it moved like that. Okay?
God working mysterious ways.
At the end of the day,
you were supposed to get here. That's why the fuck you came here.
I promise to God. I promise to God. I put my offer in on my fucking house, and I was battling 3.
Pull it up right here next to his boss. Shout out to the Lawn Kings Lawn Service.
So this is Facebook Live from today. Naziah Harris' brother Vari started a new job. Okay.
It's a little networking. So there you go right there, my dog. Come on, let's go.
Now what is this? This says text message shared by Roxy on her Facebook reveals a conversation between her and Naziah Harris's brother Vari. Let me see if I can read this. So if you want to help Cuz, start by the GoFundMe. You're trying to force me to do things. This is not how it works. If you want help, be respectful. At the end of the day, we are all affected by this. Not just you. You have to chill. Your mind is not the only one running a million miles per hour. So is mine. And now you're pressuring me for money. What? I need a fucking break from all of this shit. And you trying to tell me I'm not trying to help. Like, what the fuck? I've been hitting the ground by myself. And then then he responded, maybe that's a start. Message from Roxy, that was from your sister and unborn niece. I don't get it. Text message shared by Roxy on her Facebook reveals a conversation between her and Naziah Harris's brother. Message from Roxy, that was for your sister and unborn niece. I'm taking a break from all this shit. You keep talking about money. Okay, I will respect you. That was for your sister and unborn niece. But what is it for? Wait a minute. But what is it for me? Not for you to spend on anything you want. Who said that? Who, child? All right, so text messages. Text message shared by Roxy on her Facebook reveals a conversation between her and Naziah Harris's brother Vari. Please note you must set up withdrawal before January 26th or donations will be refunded. Action required setup. So apparently that's the GoFundMe thing, where the GoFundMe was set up. And then, hold on, go back. Hold on. I already sent you my cash out. I'm hoping to see and aim and hit my phone before tomorrow. There's no account tied to it. Everyone will be receiving their money back from the GoFundMe. Love, you sent me the account. It is. I got telling me how the shit work. I'm literally looking for it. Damn, they so invested in this damn GoFundMe. You know what? I'm a hush. Set up my info. I don't have an account tied to it. You believe in what everybody's telling you and calling me a liar. I don't have to lie about anything. I'll send you all the info so you can transfer it. All you have to do is put a card on it so the money can come off, because I've already made my decision. Everyone is getting their money back. No, don't do that. I already put my post out and you've seen it. I don't want to argue. You have a whole job. This man wanted money. I'm sure y'all will figure something out. Who is y'all? I'm talking about me. I have my own family, as in me and my daughter. I'm not talking about anyone else. I feel like it should just go to me. Just add my card code and transfer over. I don't know what else you want me to do. I'm trying to work with you, but you just keep pushing me back, not giving no leeway. You literally just called me a liar and said someone was telling you otherwise, so you got it. I don't deserve to be treated like this from anyone. I'm not treating you anyway. You're not trying to do nothing to help me for real. You're not even trying to communicate with me. All you had to say was, look, cuz I got you. Wow. I was trying to communicate with you. I was trying to communicate with you back at how you talking to me. Go read your messages to me. Like, are you serious? I'm going through a lot. You shouldn't be paying attention to that. Look at the comments, how people talking about you in a courtroom. You told me to clear it up and made a post. I did. I don't know what else you want me to do, cuz I'm trying to work with you. But you keep pushing me away. Fuck Kawana and everyone else. I'm worried about Naziah Justice. This bomb ass nigga took my little sister's life, and that's what I feel in my gut. I keep having nightmares. Don't even have the help from my own damn family. So you tell me, because I'm trying to stay calm, but ain't nobody making it better. So if you want to help, cuz start by the GoFundMe. That damn brother, he talking about helping himself with the motherfucker GoFundMe. He ain't talking about that, about what, but set up the GoFundMe, cuz so I can get some money. This is basically what this dude is saying. This is the brother? What damn? Ooh, baby. Poor Naziah. Poor Naziah. That's all I can say. You're trying to force me to do things. This is not how this works. If you want help, be respectful at the end of the day. We all are affected by this, not just you. You have to chill. Your mind is not the only one running a million miles per hour. So is mine, and now you're pressuring me for money. I need a fucking break from all this shit. This is Roxy talking. I need a fucking break. I need a fucking break from all this shit. And you trying to tell me I'm not trying to help you. Like, what the fuck? I've been hitting the ground by myself. Maybe this a start, he says. I'm taking a break from this shit. You keep talking about money. He said, okay, I will respect you. She says this was for your sister and unborn niece. Right? And he says, but what's in it for me? He said, what is it? He said, but what is it for me? But I'm thinking he meant what's in it for me. Do you see this shit? Wow. Not for you to spend on anything you want. He said, who said that? I have a whole child, cuz. What is this? What is it? She said to honor her memory on some shit that is permanent at the cemetery. Roxy is telling him the GoFundMe ain't for your personal uses, bruh. The GoFundMe money is not for you to take care of you, your child, and your family. You should have been doing that any damn way. My God, today. To honor her memory on some shit that is permanent at the cemetery. We don't even got a body, cuz this is what he's saying. He's saying now. Apparently, Roxy at this point thinks that Naziah is, not here anymore, which she wasn't. Mind you, this was back in January 2025. But he's saying we don't even got a body, cuz she said we don't need a body. She said we don't need a body. He said you didn't even ask if I wanted to be involved. She said I was putting her a plaque on the wall. And he said you just doing shit. And then she said you not speaking. Okay, it's moving. It's moving. Let's see what it's gonna do. Oh, she took the screenshot. Okay, so she said I was putting a plaque on the wall. He said you just doing shit. She said you not speaking up, Vari. And he says you not helping me speak up. I don't have to go on social media and tell everything. This shit had to be set up because I'm not little Vari no more. And then she says you haven't said anything about nothing. If you can speak up about money, though, you haven't said anything about Naziah. You just keep talking about you and your baby, respectfully. You and your baby don't have anything to do with the last memory for Naziah. Facts. Period. He says, what last memory? This motherfucker slow. What? Y'all knew I was gonna echo with this shit. I don't know. Y'all be setting me up. Hold on, what in the hell? My God, today. He's slow. Miss Margie, I see why. Hold on a minute. Ooh. Y'all give me a second. Let me go get me a water. Miss Margie. I'll be right back, boo. I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I'm back. What's he say? If I had high blood pressure, I got it now. This is crazy. Oh, absolutely, Renee, back. This is weird as fuck. Okay, let's see. So he says, what last memory? She says, nobody's asking you to go on social media and speak personally. I don't think it's a good idea for you because I feel like the community is going to rip you apart, especially because you haven't said anything and it's been a year. I do not think it's a good idea, but you are grown enough to make your own decisions. He says, you're not asking me shit. You're not asking me shit. You just telling me what I need to do. She says, I shouldn't have to ask you about what you want. Just tell me what you want. You know that I'm out here doing the right thing for her. So just say what it is that you want. If you want something specific, I shouldn't have to keep asking you. I don't know what that little blue writing is. Nobody is asking you to go on social media. Oh, he responded to her. And he says, I agree with all this shit is fresh to me. He said, all this shit is fresh to me. And then she says, you're talking in circles. So what is the specific that you want about her? He said, I don't mind sharing info because it's just I need you to help me find out. Oh. So you using the death or the possible at this time, death of your sister to get someone to financially help your sorry ass. Right. Okay. I don't mind sharing info because it's just I need you to help me financially. Financially wise, real nigga. Why I keep saying, baby, we can figure something out for my little sis. But she do have a big brother and niece. So you once again using what is going on with your sister to take care of you and your baby. Bitch, get a job. Do you have a job? Have you tried that? Y'all, why am I? This shit was in a year ago, but I'm telling you, it's new to me. It's new to me. Oh my God. So she says, what do you mean figure something out for your sister? That's what I created the money for. If anything, if anything was left over, then something would go to you. But it was not for you. It was for a lasting memorial and plaque for your sister. So you sounded real selfish right now. For real, for real. Facts. He said, how? Slow bastard. He said, how? My grandma doing that. She her guardian. You can't do that. You're not selfish. Shouldn't me? And then she said, again, I haven't done anything. Your grandmother is her guardian. You are absolutely right about that. So your grandmother can raise her own money for her. He said, all right, that's fine. But as far as me, real nigga, can I at least get something out? Oh my God. Oh my Jesus. This man said, can I at least get something out of it? Wow. You know what? I don't know real people in real life from Detroit. I know nobody from real life from Detroit, right? In my real life. I don't know anybody from Detroit. But I do know a couple of Detroit motherfuckers here on this app. And I ain't surprised. All these motherfuckers are like, what is it with Detroit? What is it about Detroit? One thing I know about Detroit, they don't give a fuck about kids. And that go for the system. That go for the mammies. That go for the people. Motherfuckers in Detroit don't give a fuck about children. I done covered and listened to a lot of cases up out of Detroit. Motherfuckers, they unalive their kids. They don't give a fuck about their kids. They don't have custody of the kids. And it just is what it is. I see a pattern. And like I said, the motherfuckers I know here on this app that's from Detroit ain't shit. It seems like getting your kids taken away from you is the fucking norm. I digress. Whew. My God, today. So she says, and for the record, I can raise money for anything and for anyone. All I have to do is go in and pay for something. I never said I was running the service. I was offering to pay for it. So let's get that clear. While you got so many people I'm reading how they wrote it, y'all. I promise to God. I'm reading how they wrote it. You got so many people putting the wrong information in your ear. Anyone can raise a GoFundMe and tap an account to it. But I was offering to pay for it so that when we did find her, we were already have the money, and if we had some left over, then I was willing to help you since there's so many people in your ear. And then he says it's a lot. I'm really getting to my breaking point. Not finna argue with no one. Love y'all. You still not getting me because if you so-called can make more money, what's stopping you from letting it go? He mean he wants some money. He mean he wants some motherfucking money. All right. And she says, Miss B said, he said, you give me money, I will give you information. Shut the fuck up, Adrian. Child. Who child? I have never. And then she says, oh, she going back up. Maybe she gonna screenshot something. I don't know. And then she says, you say I'm not getting you, but you're not getting me. What I was saying was I was raising money to pay for her things so that they can be in order. I am not a last minute person. He says, like, let's be for real, cause okay, okay, that's for her grandma to do. So basically, this nigga telling Roxy, yeah, you raised this money on the GoFundMe. You raised this money on the GoFundMe. But whatever needs to be done for Naziah, let the grandma handle it. Let the grandma handle it. Okay? But this money in this GoFundMe, you can give me some of it to help me. But whatever got to be done for Naziah, let the grandma handle it. See? He said, okay, that's for her grandma to do. Roxy said, what's stopping you from raising y'all own money for her? Because everybody got their hand out. Everybody got their hand out. Everybody. This is what Roxy said. Everybody got their hand out. But I ain't been out here making no noise for her but me. Okay, wait a minute. But ain't been, okay? But ain't been out here making no noise for her but me. But now people got their hand out for money and make sense, right? He says it's too many fake accounts and shit going around. If you didn't see that, that's why I'm asking you. Roxy said there's no other GoFundMe account for her other than the one that I created, and that just posted something at the Go For Me account. Literally has my name on it, and the other GoFundMe account that somebody else tried to create was already reported and taken down. He says, all right, so what we doing, cuz you gonna help me or no? Because I already bring to you and your mom attention that I need work. Bitch. Y'all please excuse me. Y'all know. Yeah. Because I already brought it to, I'm going to say it how it's supposed to be said. Damn it. Because I already brought it to you and your mom's attention that I need work. And she said she got me. I can't make one anyways because I don't have iOS 16 and higher. I literally got the whole city behind me, cuz. And she says, it seems like you're looking for handouts. You think? She said, it seems like you're looking for handouts at this point, as if someone owes you something. You're coming out very entitled, and that's not a good look. That's not a good look on you. We are here for you if you need to talk and express yourself in private. What jobs have you applied for? Come on, Rox. Tell that nigga what need. Tell him. Hold on, damn it. I already know truth be hitting the wrong buttons. Hold on. Ooh, I'm getting a little anxious. That's all. He said a lot of jobs, cuz, and stop trying to embarrass me. You are an embarrassment. You embarrassing yourself by telling your cousin who set up a GoFundMe to help out with whatever the family needed as far as Naziah. You telling her, fuck that, let granny do it. You take the GoFundMe money and give it to me and my baby because we need it. You embarrassing yourself. Renee said, I'm sorry. The message thread wouldn't be this long because I wouldn't go back and forth with him either, Renee. I wouldn't go back and forth neither. I ain't gonna lie. He said a lot of jobs, cuz, and stop trying to embarrass me. I don't have shit, cuz, and that's why I'm trying to tell you. That's why I'm asking, cuz. She said, okay, well, patience is key. Now, she said patience is key right now. As hard as that may be, where is the child's mother and grandmother? So she asking him, where your baby mama and your baby mama? So you can't take care of the baby, so where your baby mama and the baby mama? He said, I don't know, cuz. What? You don't? I told y'all. Mamas in Detroit ain't shit. They just don't have, you know what? Let me stop. And then she said, you can make quick money by shoving snow. Have you tried that? Girl, come on, Roxy. But see, you doing too much, Roxy, because that man ain't trying to hit. This is sorry motherfucker who want a handout. He don't want to work. Homeboy don't want to work. He want to take the money made off of his sister's disappearance or donated off of his sister's disappearance, and he wants you to give it to him. That's what he want. He don't want to shovel no snow. My God, today. All right, let's continue. Dog, I ain't know that. And then it's 5 more minutes. Is it 5 more minutes of messages? Cause this is pissing me off. Hey, Melissa, I don't think I spoke to you, sweetie. I ain't looking at it. I'm looking, but I ain't looking. Hey, Melissa Boo. I'm over here getting agitated. You got something for me? I'm over here shaking. He said, I don't know, cuz. She said you can make quick money by shoving snow. Have you tried that? He said, Mom left us for the drugs, cuz. What the hell they got to do with you as a grown adult? Your mom left you. Your mom was on dope. So you want to use my mom left me. You grown though. You grown with your own child at this point. Hold on. You grown at this point with your own child and you using my mama left me for the dope line. Is that what we doing? Mom left us for the drugs cause grandma at home depressed. And then he said yes, but most people stuff shoveled. He got an excuse for every damn thing other than he said the people already don't shovel the snow. I ain't no more snow. That's what he said. Thank you, Melissa. He said the snow already shoveled. Ain't no snow. She said, what about the local stores around the area? And then he put the hand in the face emoji. She said, where have you applied? Okay, let's see what he said he applied. Now, this a lie. I don't know. Listen, this a lie. He said plant stores, fast food, everyone. Walmart, Target, Walgreens, Amazon. I tried. Nothing's working. That's why I'm asking. I hate asking, but now I am. I just need the money for my child. Her birthday coming up. My God, today. Her birthday coming up? Really? I saw that, and she says, you welcome, Melissa. I saw that McDonald's is hiring right now. You need to have patience, Vari. Everything takes time. Are you putting that you have open availability or limited? He says, yes, any hours. I'm 18, so I can work more hours. Oh, he's only 18. So he's 18. He's just now becoming an adult. And you already got a child that you apparently can't take care of. So he's only 18. Wow. Well, at that time, he was only 18. Okay. So who's going to keep the baby while you're at work? He said, I already have my ID and I don't know my social. You don't know your social? Now, this is what's behooving to me, because when she asked what the mama was, he said, I don't know. But then when she said, who's going to be taking care of the baby while you're at work, he said, her mom. I thought you didn't know what her mom was. When she previously asked him where his baby mama and her mama was, he said he didn't know. Now right here, when she says, who's going to watch the baby while you at work, he says her mom. Wow. She said, what skills do you have? He said, goes to school. He says goes to school, and they have a daycare in the school she goes to. Well, maybe he's saying her mom goes to school, and they have a daycare in the school she goes to. Roxy says, have you tried Job Corps? He says, I'm a fast learner, cuz. She says, you get paid and they give you a place to stay and you learn a trade. He says, cuz I don't need to be away from my kid. I'm 18, not little anymore. Yeah, you little. You little. You can't take care of your kid. You can't take care of yourself. You little. She says, I understand that, but you are in a position of doing what you have to do. He says, I need to be at a plant or something. She says, you can still see your kid after school and on the weekends. He says, I'm not going back to that, cuz I already tried everything you're saying. I need to work and build up and build up. I need to work. It don't matter. She said, how are you going to get to work every day? Have you tried anything on the west side? He said, I'm not west, I'm east. Do you hear this shit? So you got something against working on the west side. You're going to only work on the east side, but you can't find work because you can't find work. She said, go on Craigslist, Detroit. They be having quick jobs to get into. He got an excuse for everything. He got an excuse. Oh, damn it. I need to go back. He got an excuse for everything. He said, don't have a car. Okay, I will. Boom, first step. Now can you help me? Boy, I tell you. He's saying whatever he thinks she need to hear in order to get this money. He said, don't have a car. Okay, I will. Boom, first step. Now can you help me financial wise, real nigga, as a real nigga, cuz? Are you gonna lend me something, cuz, or no? Ooh. Hold on. Damn, what you doing? He said, what the fuck do I have to say? She was a fucking innocent girl. He groomed her. And y'all know that. The fuck is it? That other message, it's a message before that, but I can't get it. I can't get it. And y'all know that. The fuck is it else to say? They fucking failed. I was gone. Lady gone. Christ honey gone. Stop saying money. You the one who raised it and put it 15K. Like what? Roxy said, we already know what was going on due to what came out in court. We been knew that. Damn, take that off the screen. Damn it, man. I hate reading text messages, y'all, on this. I do. All right, so came out in court. We been knew that Shannon was lying from the gate. But when your sister went missing, you should have been out there with me looking for her. So he wasn't even out there looking for helping to look for her, but he want money. He want money. Okay. I understand that you are going through a lot of things right now, and your head is running 1,000,000 miles per hour. But coming at the people who are genuinely trying to help is not the answer. Hand talking about you and your baby is not the answer. Honoring your sister is the answer, and speaking up on your sister's behalf is the answer. No matter what, if you had to speak against them or not, what's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. Your sister shouldn't have to take you. Your sister shouldn't have to take you to do that. What are you doing, Roxy? You screenshotting and doing all this stuff, and this is coming. Okay, so Naziah Harris's brother Vari made a post a few days ago about their cousin Roxy after she uploaded the messages. Okay, so this is him making a post after Roxy uploaded those messages. And tell Roxy stop lying on me. We doing this shit for my sis and getting peace, but never in this shit for clout. No, you in it for money. You in it for money. Always remember that my little sis got me, and she would want me to speak when I'm ready. Also, her favorite color is pink, not purple. So y'all make sure y'all leave pink hearts on y'all story. Naziah Harris's brother Vari made a live video days ago. So apparently this is he. This is Naziah's brother, the one who messages we just read. Okay, he looked young. He looked 18.
You know where you being listened to? Hell no. What? I was gone. Yeah, bro, why is we... Hold on. I'm finna pin this shit, bro. What, bro? Who is... V.A? Why would you even say that shit? Come on, where you being molested to? I'm a whole nigga. You think I'll list another hoe? Bro, come on, let's be for real. You think... Come on now. That's a dumbass question. Don't even come on my live asking that dumbass shit, bro. Like, for real. Like, I don't even got time for that shit. Like, he was pregnant and got mad and did something. Ooh, you got a point too. Isaiah fine is 0. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't know. Man, I've been gone, bro. I've been gone years, bro. I ain't. What'd you say? I ain't doing shit. I'm chilling on her, bro. I ain't been saying too much on her, bro. I'm just chilling, bro. Hell no, bro. What you think happened? I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I had a dream about a whole bunch of shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, do you really want me to keep on? Like, no, I ain't know my little sister was pregnant, though. I ain't like, come on now, y'all. What if you think I knew all this?
Yes, Melissa, this the brother. This the brother.
Shit, bro. Don't you think I would have been shut this shit down, y'all? Like, let's be fair. I'm her big brother, bro. If I would have known this shit, bro, I would have been shut all this shit down, bro. I don't know. I didn't know nothing, bro. Even when I came around and checked in on her shit here and there, bro. I ain't feel me, bro. Bro. I needed to use. I gotta put the circle on her ass, bro. I don't know. Yes, this is her big brother, bro. I am. So you ain't know about Jarvis? He already did. I mean, I knew about the nigga, like it's as far as like my auntie like talking to the nigga, like, cause that's her baby daddy, bro. Like, let's be for real, bro. You feel me? All I know is that's my auntie baby daddy. Like, I ain't really know the nigga like personally for real. For you really want me keeping the honey with y'all? Like, I don't really know. All right, for real. When you find out shit, when I came back from out of town, like, if you came back, if you came back from out of town and they told you your little sister was missing, like, how would you feel? You'd be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Now you.
All right. So we're moving on to the next video, y'all. Let's see what this one is.
Ms. Johnson asking her to wipe down.
So this particular video was dropped. Hold on 1 second. This particular video, how does it say in January 19th? This says January 19th as well. Okay. And the title is Driver's Butts to Baby's Mother. Clean everything I touch after 13-year-old Naziah Harris missing. Okay.
The Sentra that she used that he had borrowed is kind of irrelevant because she testified that she didn't do it. That she did nothing based on what he called to say, and they still didn't. Nothing was found. We heard about a pink jumpsuit that was found. We didn't hear any testimony that anybody saw Naziah wearing this pink jumpsuit. She's not seen wearing it in any video. I don't believe that anybody even identified it as being hers. I don't believe there was any testimony from either Annette Harris or Shannon Harris stating, yes, we recognize that pink jumpsuit. That's something that Naziah wears. When did she?
Called you and told you to drive someone else's car?
Yeah.
All right. Just a minute. So when he told you that, you didn't do anything, right?
Yeah.
You didn't think anything of it,
No.
correct? You didn't clean out this car, right?
No.
So anything of Mr. Butts would still be in his car, correct? Thank you. I have no further questions.
Can you read it? Yes. Ms. Johnson, you were asked about knowing that Mr. Butts was seeing other women.
Yes.
But you said he lied about things.
Yes.
What did that he lied about?
About how many women, and he was still dealing with the women. And
So you didn't, fair to say you didn't know how many women were out there? And did you know that he would be dealing with women at the same time as he was dealing with you?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm going to object to the point. I'm not sure what the that is actually is. How many women did he?
It goes to
response?
Yeah, it goes to whether or not he would be, whether he's secretive about things, whether he would know about it. Yeah. Yeah.
Whether she knew.
Wanted to do it, but those really accepted questions.
Okay, we'll just ask the question again.
Yeah. Was he a secret person?
Yes.
And when he told you a reason why he wanted to use your car, did you have any reason that might not be true? That's what he liked.
Now you said it was a secret, correct? And that's when it came to women, correct?
Yes.
That bothered you, correct?
I mean, it was about England, and when a man is supposed to be telling you the truth, and he's being really secretive about everything, and you being honest with him.
So you were upset about that? So you were upset about that, correct?
About him being like women to you? Not really, because I was good. How about that?
We all gotta be quiet.
No further questions.
Any last questions? Okay, you done. No questions. Okay, is that the last witness for today?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, let's see what's next. Shannon Harris posted on Facebook regarding the refrigerator. Since you all seen, now Shannon Harris is Jarvis's Butt's wife, baby mama, whoever, but she's Naziah's aunt. She's Naziah's aunt. Since you all seem to be struggling with this concept, let me help clarify. By state law, personal refrigerators can have locks, chains, as long as children have access to their fridge at all times. Good morning. For everyone that is misinterpreting the latest post that is going around, Jarvis did not impregnate his own mother. The post that everybody is sharing is one of someone who was commenting on the video where the caller, who is the son of the woman Jarvis impregnated at 13, was telling the story. The comment y'all seeing screenshot was about the caller on the phone line, who is the son of the woman Jarvis impregnated at 13, not Jarvis. This is a post Shannon Harris posted on Facebook regarding if her sister was arrested. She says, first off, Roxy, my sister didn't get arrested for Naziah, so stop lying. Now go ahead and share a screenshot shit. Shannon said, you so slow. Everything I said, the police knows already, big dummy. Somebody named Juke wrote, listen, I was locked up in the county and Jarvis came to the hole. Hold on. I was locked up in the county and Jarvis came to the hole. He was swearing to people he didn't kill her. And one of the other inmates said that the aunts was loading his books for hush money. Where? It was blowing me because the nigga was walking around untouched, books loaded, business every other day. His ass wild for his part, but I strongly believe the aunts killed her. Oh my God. And he covering up for them. They all in it together. Y'all. Woo. Hold on, y'all. I gotta make sure I'm keeping up with y'all in the chat. Hold on. This is crazy. This is ridiculous, y'all. No wonder people was going buck wild about this case. All right. That one right there threw me. This person also said, then y'all steady saying nigga beat on him. No, they don't. He in a pod with niggas with the same type of case, literally. People on different floors heard about it and they moved him ASAP. Person named Mark said, y'all been hitting me up about these posts all day. I don't know which one is factual. And I can't read that little writing. I cannot. Roxy wrote, Janelle, contact me ASAP. CPS wants to talk all of a sudden. This is an Instagram post from Zanaya Harris' brother. Don't pay attention to Roxy Rocks, y'all. She giving out false info, and she don't been know me and my little sister for real. Also, she's just in the way. It was never a lot on her plate. It wasn't even her place. If y'all want to know the real, ask me. I know more about my little sister better than anyone.
Fuck off. My mother is not a monster.
The daughter of Naziah Harris's grandmother called into the 7 Mile podcast and spoke about her mother. The daughter of Naziah Harris's grandmother called in. Okay.
She ain't never been a monster. She ain't never been a crooked ass woman. None of us ever was in CPS. I listened to the live yesterday, seeing that it was 5 of us. No, it's 7 of us. None of us was ever taken out of the fucking home. We was never in CPS. My mother never had a case on any of us. We was all raised under one sound roof. My mother worked 2 jobs. She was a hardworking ass woman. She didn't condone bullshit. And for family to get on the air and say that she condoned this and she condoned that, that's some bullshit. Because I'm sure if my mother didn't care about her grandchildren, why did she take the time to get the fuck up and get dressed and go to the school and to check at the school, go to the school and ask the principal? Well, my granddaughter didn't come home.
So this Mark person says, so I've been telling y'all about this for a couple of weeks. I just got off the phone with Nazia's cousin Sierra. The day I met her and we took this photo, she thanked me about putting the spotlight on the story about her cousin and exposing everything. This was going on in the family. She said what was going on in the house was the exact reason why she never let her kids be around that side of the family. She told me that when she was younger, Shannon molested her. Now, wait a minute. Now, mind you, Shannon is Nazia's aunt, who is with Jarvis, husband, boyfriend, baby dad, or whatever. So this person is saying, she told me that when she was younger, Shannon molested her from the ages of 6 to 12, then gave her a half-ass apology about it when she got, all these bitches sick. They sick. So that makes sense for another person to be saying that she had something to do with what was going on. It would make sense if she's a pedophile. You know what? Then gave her a half-ass apology about when she got older. She didn't want to speak out in the past because she still cared about her family. But after the details of the Nazia case have become public, she's fed up with the lies and wants to speak. My God, today.
I don't give a fuck about followers. Everybody can unfollow.
Roxy, Nazia Harris's cousin, addresses claims about clout chasing on January 15, 2024.
I don't give a fuck about cloud. I don't care. I don't care. I don't know why the fuck I came here early in February. I don't know why. Shit moved like that. But it moved like that. Okay?
God working mysterious
At
ways.
the end of the day,
Since you were supposed to get here, that's why the fuck you came here.
I promise to God. I promise to God. I put my offer in on my fucking house, and I was battling 3 people. 3. And I was just really just playing like, oh, we can throw this right here. Like, it's not about clout. It's not about none of that shit. I just willing to do the work. But that's the problem.
Because people want to get money and take it and doing it in their own heads and not doing gestures for Nazia. And I'm gonna be the first one to say that. Who the fuck made letters? Who the fuck did balloons?
I mean, I get that, but
when got shirts
at me because
who did that?
Are seeing my face, and I'm not sure that Nazia's face.
Are there any other people that are close to her family that may be charged or not?
This investigation's over, and we have charged the one single person that's responsible for not only her death, the evidence show, but also for the sexual assaults that we have charged today.
What are his projects?
Oh, definitely can't go there. I'll lose my law license.
Chief, some of Nazia's relatives said they previously had talked to CPS about allegations of sexual abuse of Nazia and other kids. Did that ever make it to your office? Is that something that was investigated before?
Yeah, let me just say this, that if anyone that is watching this press conference right now, or reads any of the coverage that I'm sure that you will give this, has any reason to believe that they were a victim of his or that they know something else, we certainly welcome them to contact the Detroit Police Department.
So you can say there were any previous reports on that?
No.
Okay, Ms. Margie.
We can't talk about that.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Sorry for this space. We're trying things out.
Look at that bastard. Look at that. He looked like
Nazia Harris. Nazia went missing on January 9th of 2024 after last being seen alive with Jarvis Butts. Mr. Butts is a serial child rapist and murderer. Evidence will show that Jarvis Butts has been sexually assaulting Nazia Harris since at least the fall of 2022, and that Nazia Harris was pregnant with Jarvis Butts' child on January 9th of 2024, and that Mr. Butts was aware of this pregnancy. Jarvis Butts was supposed to turn himself in on January 9th of 2024 to serve a year-long sentence.
Look at that baby. Oh, baby. She was failed. Okay, let's see where we at time-wise. Because it's going to the next video. We are 2 hours and 18 minutes. I can probably go another 15 minutes on this one. We'll see. We'll see. All right, this next, we're going through the playlist, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all continue to tap that button to like the live stream. Be sure to put any questions you may have in the chat. If I can answer them, I will. Thank y'all for supporting this live. I don't think I've said that today, but thank y'all. I appreciate it. All right, so this is pieces are put together for Naziah Harris. Jarvis Butts does not get a break because he hit a body.
However, there is more than that. Her hoodie found at 7 Mile and Bird, which we just saw a photo of, has Jarvis Butts' DNA on it and Naziah Harris' DNA on it, and it is covered in blood, indicating that something traumatic happened to her. And all the other evidence. However, there is more than that. Her hoodie found at 7 Mile and Bird, which we just saw a photo of, has Jarvis Butts' DNA on it and Naziah Harris' DNA on it, and it is covered in blood, indicating that something traumatic happened to her. And all the other evidence shows that something traumatic happened to her at the hands of Jarvis Butts. And then we go back to his motive, was told by Naziah that she was pregnant, searched all of the home abortion procedures, and was going to go into the Wayne County Jail until December, which we just passed, of 2024. Judge, I submit to this court that the evidence that you have heard over the last 4 days proves not only that Naziah Harris is currently deceased, but also that she was murdered by the defendant who had plenty of motive to do so, had plenty of opportunity to do so, and he did that. And I will note that the defendant in this case, Jarvis Butts, does not get a break because he successfully hid her body. The evidence to a probable cause. And just on the first slide here, first photo, is this just a cover sheet for the item that you did?
Yes.
Going to the second slide or second photo, can you just tell us what we're looking at here on this slide?
So this slide in particular, I take pictures of the front and back of the exterior, if it's a clothing item, front and back of the exterior, and in this case, front and back of the interior, which is on the front of the slide. But this here, the top left picture, is the front exterior as if it was worn. So that would be, if you were looking at the person wearing it, that would be the front. And the bottom right picture is a close-up of the top half.
And if we can go to slide. And we're looking at the 10th slide, starting with the top left. Can you tell us what we're looking at there and what is listed underneath that top left?
The top left is the front exterior again, as if worn, and this was after testing, after field testing. And the one on the bottom right is a closer look at the top portion, I guess from like shoulder to torso of the garment.
And you have some words included on the top right, indicating that there was phenonegative testing on this portion of it.
Yes, that was the key to, so when the viewer such as yourself would look at this photo and see the pH-N, that's our way of saying this was a negative stain and keeping track of the stains that I did test. So the pH-N means phenonegative.
Okay. And can we go to slide 20? Sorry. I want to focus on the bottom right photo here. What are we looking at in the bottom right of the 19th slide?
The bottom right photo is where the positive phenol stain was located. This will be the interior back portion of the item. So like inside here, I don't know if you can see, but like it will be interior inside I flip it inside out to test those things.
Okay, so what we're looking at here in the bottom right, that's inside out, so that's why we can see what would be the tag.
The tag, correct, yes.
And now can we go slide? And this says on here pH-POS. Does that stand for positive?
Positive, yes.
Okay. And so that area on the inside of if it was inside out, that area tested positive for the possible presence of blood. Okay. And did you do the same sort of PowerPoint for the black hoodie that we tested?
Yes, I did.
And do those pictures that you took, were they put into a PowerPoint similar to this one?
Yes.
And do those pictures in the PowerPoint fairly accurately depict your observations as you're testing move forward of the black hoodie?
Yes.
Move to admit people's proposed. People's proposed 44, so we got a little mixed up.
No.
And permission to publish. And looking at the first slide of 44 that's on the screen, can you tell us this is just the same cover page?
Correct.
And going to the second slide here, what are we looking at here in this photo?
This will be the front of the black hoodie if worn.
And this is this before any testing had been done?
Yes.
I want to go forward to slide 7. And what are we looking at here on slide 7 of this PowerPoint exhibit?
This is the hood area of the external portion, the external hood portion of the hoodie. I was trying to get accurate angles. That's why so many pictures, but
And is this again just standard overview before any testing had been done?
yes.
And if we go to slide 8. And what are we looking at here?
This is the interior portion that would be in contact. Like if you pulled the hood over your head, it would be the area up here.
So you're looking at the inside of the hood that would touch the person's head that forward.
Yes.
And slide 9. What in this photo are we looking at here? And has any testing been done at this point?
This is after testing. This is back to the front of the hoodie, plus obviously the sleeves. This is after ALS screening, which is alternate light source, which is used for screening for body fluids such as semen and saliva. I ALS the hoodie, and I marked those areas that had fluorescence to them with a silver Sharpie, so I could further test after done screening. And IR, which is infrared, is similar to, it's also an alternate light source, but it's more so for blood on dark items where the dark fabric would become lighter, and if there's blood or possible blood present, it would appear darker. That anything that I saw, I marked with a yellow paint pen with IR next to it, so I can distinguish between the ALS samples, the ALS areas that I saw and the IR areas that I saw.
Okay, and we see a lot of markings on the front of this hoodie.
Yes.
Are you able to tell us, and I know you said the color, but what portion of this is the IR versus the ALS? And it may be easier for you to step down a little bit.
So the ones that I observed with IR, I actually wrote IR next to them. I don't know if that's visible on there, given how small the picture is, but other certain areas, yeah.
And if we could just go to the next, or if you could zoom in. And so, for example, that on the front, as we're looking at it, left side of the zipper, that's where IR illuminated?
Correct, where there's like where the icon, the hand, right there, and there's an arrow pointing to that large area, like those were areas that dropped out under IR, so I put IR next to it so I'll know what to follow up and how to follow up.
And that IR is to indicate blood, correct? It's not a test for blood, but
it's a screening tool used to locate dark stains that may be possible blood.
Okay. And if we could go to slide 20. And this is a closer view. Is this after you've done any other testing other than the light screen?
Yeah.
Okay, and what testing was done at this point based on this photo?
This is after the pheno testing was done. This particular picture is reflecting a phenopositive area. And it was also screened with IR. As you can see right over the swabs there, it says IR. And that's what led me to follow up with pheno, was because I saw it under IR and it was phenopositive.
And where is this agreement to say on that hoodie?
So this would be, if I was wearing it, it would be in this area, the upper shoulder, bicep area. Yes.
For the record, the witness indicated to her right upper shoulder.
And
All right, so this is another video. Sergeant Shannon Jones testified about Jarvis Bus phone location, leading to a search of the retention pond near Shannon Harris's former residence. Okay, let's listen.
were done in this case in general.
So we searched as far as like land searches.
All kinds.
All kinds. Well, we searched Ypsilanti as we did our work up, and we're looking at different locations that Mr. Butts had been to. We identified an area out in Clinton Township that he had gone out to back and forth before. And that was an area that Shannon Harris, his child's mother, had lived at. So this was kind of like a route out there, and we located, there was like a big retention pond out there. So that was another place that we had dive teams come out. We had the helicopter, the cadaver dogs, and we searched out in Clinton Township. As we start breaking down the phone mapping a little bit more on Mr. Butt's phone, it kind of led us to 7 Mile and Berg.
And what's out in 7 Mile and Berg?
So 7 Mile and Berg, there is a vacant parking lot on the southwest corner. It used to be a golf course. So the entire south side of 7 Mile from Berg and then heading back east used to be a golf course, which is now shut down. And then on the other side of Berg, there's a parking lot where it has like a vacant building, which used to be the clubhouse for the golf club. And then right behind that parking lot is the Rouge River.
And when's the first time that you get out to 7 Mile and Berg?
We went out once. It was probably maybe a couple weeks later that we went out there. We went out there once, and I remember it snowed. So when we went out there, it wasn't as easy to search. We're kind of looking if somebody was just placed out there or if something was easily identifiable. But because of the snow, we knew that we were going to have to come back again once that melted because it'd be easier to see underneath.
Okay. And so do you go out there again?
Yeah, we've been out there multiple times. I've probably been out there 7, 8 times, all with various dive teams. We searched the complete river from 8 Mile all the way down past 96 on foot with cadaver dogs in boats in the water. There's several log jams. We had state police actually had their helicopter fly the entire route so we could GPS all the log jams. We had to coordinate with specialized teams to come in to help cut these log jams apart, which go throughout the river. And then throughout the season, obviously we had some rain, so the water goes up and down, which now brings the debris onto the land. So you have to actually search the land a couple hundred feet in some places that the water has pulled debris. We searched the homes, as I said, searched the vehicles.
You said you were kind of going through all the phone mapping in order to kind of backtrack as to where your investigation goes and where you should search.
Yes.
And those maps were testified to by Sergeant O'Rourke.
Yes.
Okay. Now she mapped certain locations, and she believed she stated that you had given her some of those locations to map.
Correct.
Okay. Now I want to direct you to in People's Exhibit 33, 34. Here, may I go? The blue dot here. What is it that indicates, and what is the importance of that?
This blue dot is going to be 9,000.
Thank you, Tanya. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Encounter.
Okay. And that's the address associated with Mr. Buck's live shop.
Yes.
Okay. And is that the same for Exhibit 34?
Yes.
Okay. And Exhibit 35, there's the same blue dot and then a purple dot. Tell me, what is the significance of the purple dot?
The purple dot is going to be the residence that Mr. Butts resides at on Wilshire.
And in Exhibit 36, on page 2, there's like another, it's like a pinkish kind of purple dot. You know what is, oh, I'm sorry, red dot. What is the red dot?
Yeah, I know.
The red dot is going to identify 20,000 Harper, which was the Park Crest Motel.
And on page 4 of 4, there's a lighter purple dot along with that red dot. What does the purple dot indicate?
That dot is going to indicate 4 East Alexandrine.
Okay. And what's the significance of 4 East Alexandrine?
Mr. Butts has a different girlfriend that lives at that location.
And in People's 38, there's a red dot. Which dot is that?
That would identify 7 Mile and Berg.
Okay. And is that the same 7 Mile and Berg? You tell me. What was found at 7 Mile and Berg area again?
7 Mile and Berg area is where we identified the hoodie, the pink jumpsuit, and the shoes. And it's also the area that Mr. Butts' phone was mapping with. There's an additional search area that I did not include when she had asked me before. And that was where the ID was found. We had found the ID or received the 911 call for the ID before we went back the second time out for the shoes at 7 Mile and Berg. So we had also searched all the Evergreen. There's the Henry Ford High School over there. We searched behind the school, the wooded areas, and all the vacant homes in that surrounding as well.
And that would have been the ID that Ms. Smith had recovered?
Yes.
Now I want to go into
Pull it up right here next to his boss. Shout out to the Lawn Kings Lawn Service. It's a little networking.
Okay, let's see what this is. All right. Naziah Harris' brother, Vari, starts his first day at a new job, January 18, 2025. Okay. This is a short clip. Hold on one
Uh-huh.
second.
So there you go right there, my dog. Come on, let's go over here and holler at him.
I think we read these. So, text message shared by Roxy on her Facebook reveals a conversation between her and Isaiah Harris's brother Vari. Yeah, we read those.
So how is it that when I get here, a month later, there's nothing going on? Like, that's crazy to me. It's wild. It's wild as fuck. I don't give a fuck about followers. Everybody can unfollow.
But in today,
All right, so this is a clip. Nazir Harris's cousin Kawana appeared on podcast, stating Nazir always questioned if she was ugly. Oh wow. Talks about her brother confiding in her. Okay.
was it today? Yes, I believe it was today. They said in those text messages, she was constantly asking, "Am I ugly? Do you think I'm pretty?" Well, let me tell you, she always felt ugly. She had very low self-esteem, and I was the one. I would always say, "You are beautiful." That's how I gave her the nickname "Pretty Eyes" because her nickname from her mom is Tuda, and then we also call her Zaza. However, I wanted to go the extra mile and make her feel pretty when I call her name, and so I gave her Pretty Eyes because she had some beautiful, gorgeous eyes.
Beautiful girl.
Yes, she was. But let me say this: they added to her low self-esteem. They were constantly saying things to her like, "You nappy-headed," you got nappy hair. So she felt like it gave her a complex because all the other children have fine hair. And I would have to tell her, "Baby, you got black girl magic. You see my kinks? You see my hair? You better love yourself. You are beautiful, baby. Those are nines all through your coils." And I would have to try to make her feel.
Who is they? Who is they? Who made her feel ugly? Who is they? Talks about her brother confiding in her. I wonder who they is.
Good, because they would tear her down by making her feel like she wasn't as pretty as the other kids. You got nappy hair. You bony. These were the things that they were so bald in itself. That was something they said regularly, and to them it was jokingly, but to her it was damaging.
Oh, it sounds like some of that message where I tried to offer to pay for cheer. Like the boys, two of the older boys in the household were allowed to go and play football. And I'm like, well, all these years, these boys get to go play football. Well, they got a scholarship. I'm like, they got cheerleading scholarships too. And if they don't, I'll be willing to pay for her to go to cheer. Why she always got to sit in the house? Why she can't never go and do anything? They declined my offer for that.
And what really bothered me was when Isaiah said that I need the medicine or whatever it was that she was saying she needed.
Her sanitary napkins. Yeah.
No, this was she needed something because Jim was getting very, very difficult for her.
To do,
so that tells me that she had to be further along for it to start being a challenge for her to do activities in gym. So it tells me that somebody in the household, an adult somewhere, had to notice something. And I'm not just saying this to be ugly towards anybody out there, but this is real. This is a young 13-year-old girl that is pregnant that cannot buy her own sanitary napkins. I haven't heard anybody say she had a job. Mm-hmm. So, I mean,
cleaning the shop.
Stocks of this, or did you look at her? Did you, what? Because
I wouldn't put it past they know somebody that was around her, whether it was one of the other children. But I really believe the adults know. I was a teenage girl. I was raised by my grandmother, and she kept the pads so she would know if I was coming to get them.
Absolutely.
And even if I came and got them, she said, "Let me see." She came in the bathroom and checked me when I was 13, 14
I got two girls, and they're never without their personals.
Right.
And not only that, but I pay too much attention to my daughters for them to walk.
Exactly. Do you touch your child? Do your child lay in the bed with you? Do you? Yeah. I remember at 13 climbing in the bed with my grandmother, laying on her, hugging on her always hugging on me, her coming in my room while I was undressed to see what I was putting on going to school that day. Because at that age, 13, you want to wear the belly shirts, and she wasn't having that. But she stayed on top of me. She knew what I was doing, like what I was wearing. And if she saw me wearing sweatshirts and stuff all the time, she would. I was 20 years old when I got pregnant with my first child, and she was like, she figured it out because I didn't tell nobody until I was further along. And she figured it out. She was like, "You pregnant?" I was like,
"Listen, let me tell you something. We don't have to even go to pregnancy. How about when you start having sex? Yep. And they can look in your eyes and tell you
the way you walk, the way you smell, the way you act, everything.
Come on.
How about your neck turning black? Why?
Yes.
What's going on with you?
Listen, it's the generation. I don't know what's going on with folks now.
But no, let's remember, Annette runs a tight ship. But all this was going on, and one of the babies was able to get taken off in the car to the store, and then nobody knows she was being taken.
Right.
And multiple children in the households being violated.
But she
for one thing, with child protective services in their defense, or even an adoption agency, my sister works in that field, and I know, and she's had in the past, Deborah, as you know, she had foster children. They're going on with children that's in the household.
Yeah,
So
she had all that. She made sure she got her ass.
bedrooms. Yes,
oh, she made sure she got her ass across her teeth.
had,
It was
we
a
had
picture check.
dresses, bunk beds, or that was so tight in that area.
Well, for 11 children, she would have had to have at least 7 bedrooms.
They weren't all in the house at the same time. And with the one house they live in, I believe, was a 2-family. They're all initially it was just Naziah, her brother, her other daughter, and her 2 children. And then she had like 1 foster child. Well, then that foster child went away, and then the 2 came. And then they went away for a while, because actually those 2 were supposed to be in respite care or something, because they were with another family, but something happened with the family.
Temporary care, like on the weekend.
So she had them for a while, but then I guess the family, whatever they was going through, they couldn't no longer keep the children. So she ended up taking the children and keeping them permanently. And then the children went back to their parent, their abuser, and she abused them again. And then they brought them back to Annette. So she always made sure they was on top of her about that, like making sure there was enough bedrooms and the boys was separate from the girls and all this different stuff.
Most people come back with 2 out of those siblings. It was even another child, which was a baby. That was
their brother.
Bag it up. Shawty gon' bag it up. Yeah, shawty gon' bag it up. Shawty gon' bag it up. Shawty gon' bag it up. Why? Yeah. Shawty gon' bag it up. Shawty gon' bag it up. Shawty gon' bag it up. Why? Yeah, shawty gon' bag it up. Shawty gon' bag it up. Shawty gon' bag it up. Yeah, shawty gon' bag it up.
Y'all, I'm talking on mute. Y'all know I've been mute. I'm talking on mute, people. So listen, let me tell you this. Thank you, Renee. Now let me go ahead and come back in. It was me this time, Natasha. Basically, y'all, what I was saying was this, and I'm gonna say it quickly because I know this is 3:13, and I'm supposed to be live at 3 on my other channel. But listen, in this video, she looked pregnant to me. She looked like she got a little pudge, right? But let me tell y'all this from a personal experience. Sometimes when a young lady is pregnant, now I don't know about a teenager. I didn't become pregnant as a teenager. I think if my teenage daughters was walking around pregnant, I would know it. Now, these people missed it or say they missed it. I don't know. But this is the thing. When I was 21, I was in college, right? I was 21. I was in college. I was pregnant, right? I was pregnant. And I didn't tell my mom and my family like right off. I was like, this happened to me. I was like 3, maybe 4 months, right? And I had not told my mama. Child, I had not told her. So, and none of my family, I guess, suspected it because they never said anything to me. But this is the thing: I was at school one day, right? I was at school one day, and one of my classmates, we were talking. We were sitting in. I never forget it. We were sitting in the little study thing, and we was talking, and she looked at me, and she said, "When are you due?" And I looked at her like I saw a ghost because I'm thinking to myself, I ain't told nobody that I'm pregnant other than my ex-husband. He knew. But she looked at me and could tell I was pregnant. I didn't tell her I was pregnant. Nobody else had said anything to me, but she looked at me and could tell I was pregnant. Now, I say that to say this. A lot of times, like I said, I'm not speaking as a teenager, because as a teenager, you in my house, you still a child. I know everything. I'm going to try to know everything, but I could definitely know if you walking around pregnant, okay? But sometimes when a person be pregnant, it be outside people that notice it before, like people that see them on a daily basis, basically what I'm saying. It could be somebody that don't see you on a daily basis that can tell you're pregnant, and your people, your family that you're around every day may not notice it. I don't know if I was going to not tell you, but I know one thing. When she said that, I was like, oh my God, it's noticeable. Like it's noticeable. So now I got to do something because I ain't not told my mama child. But listen, this baby look pregnant in this video. What y'all think? With that sweatshirt on, she actually looks pregnant to me. But let's get through. How long is this one? Ooh, it's about to go off, and we'll probably. It's 3:15. I'm gonna go to 3:30, and then we're gonna stop. I'm gonna change the time on this live over here. But it's like I say I'm gonna get off at a certain time, but I start getting into these clips and it be getting good. So, but let's watch. Y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all let me know if she look a little pregnant right here in this video.
She gon' bag it up. 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 She gon' bag it up.
Tanya, what you said? Me and my daughter was just so close. She would have told me. Oh yeah, I was close to my mama too. I eventually told her, but I didn't want to initially tell her. I was in school. I was in school, and I was. I mean, I knew I would be fine. I knew she would be okay. I know, she wasn't gonna kill me or nothing. It's just me. It was me and how I was feeling about it. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Now you said her shirt do look tight. She got a little bump. Yeah. She got a little bump.
Bag it up. She gon' bag it up.
Okay, what's this say? Oh, that's the end of that one. Okay, let's see what's next, y'all.
I don't like people coming.
Zaya Harris' cousin Roxy went live today to address the GoFundMe, explaining that the remaining funds were intended for Nazaya's brother. The fuck Anaya's brother? Is Anaya's brother need to get it? Okay, let's listen, y'all. Let's listen.
My live saying that you taking their money, you're not sending it back. I don't believe it, but I just want you to clarify that.
Okay, so I did create a GoFundMe for Nazaya. Because her immediate family members that she was with was not doing anything for her. I mean, nothing. So I did step up to the plate to put things on blast. I put Shannon on blast. I put Annette on blast. I put a lot of things out there. If people have been following me, I wasn't on TikTok, so I didn't know anything that was going on TikTok. I didn't know my face was everywhere. It was someone who came and brought it to my attention and was like, hey, you need to get on TikTok because this and that is being said about you, blah, 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 and you need to set the record straight. So I literally just got on TikTok probably maybe a week ago. So the GoFundMe that I created was for her because I obviously saw that they weren't doing anything for her, and I felt like that was messed up. I never tied in an account to the GoFundMe. I just created it because I felt like she deserved that. I created it to have a memorial for her, a very nice memorial for her. I created it to start a foundation in her honor for sexually abused victims, and the rest, if there was any left over, was going to be for her brother because he's not stable. So to try to create some kind of stability as far as, a home or what have you for him and his child or what have you. And if there was some left from that, then to get him a car. But all of that part of the brother was supposed to be a surprise. But it wasn't until whoever was in his ear telling him that I had cashed a check and I cashed the money and I was using the money for other things and it's like that, not even knowing I had never touched the money. I still haven't touched the money. The money is still there. So because he was blaming me and saying that I was doing things that I wasn't doing, he blocked his own blessing. So I just
Oh, what is this? What is this? Oh, go back. Okay, go back. As stated before, everyone who has donated. Damn it! I thought I stopped it. Hold on. As stated before, everyone who has donated to the GoFundMe I created for Nazaya will be receiving their money back. I never set up an account to it, so I guess you will be receiving your money back around this time frame or the week after. I don't know how long it takes after the date listed down below. I'll let Annette handle all of that. I was raising money to pay for everything, but people seem to be more interested in having it for their own personal gain instead of what it was truly intended for, which was to honor Nazaya. Wow. And it says text messages between Roxy and Nazaya. Brother Bar. We read those. Yeah, we already read those. Let's see. Is they going through all of them? Yeah, we read all that. We're going to skip through that. Oh, she's just replaying the text messages. We can skip through all that. All right, let's see what's next, y'all. Are y'all liking or appreciating this recap? Or do y'all want me to move on? Are y'all okay with this? Y'all good? Oh, this person started to go for me. It sounds like people messed it up. Well, Roxy is the cousin. She created it. And, oh, Tanya, you did come in kind of late. We read those text messages. Watch the replay, Tanya, so you can get a good gist of how her brother wasn't concerned about her. He was concerned about the money. But the cousin Roxy is the one that set up the GoFundMe for Nazaya in Nazaya's memory to help with memorials and things of that nature. But the family members wanted the money for themselves. Okay? Yeah. No one got their money back. Mira? Really? You good, Renee? Keep it cute, good. Natasha, good. Sonya says fine. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Y'all. Y'all let me know now, because, I'll be doing this for y'all. Okay, Tanya. Okay. Nazaya Harris' cousin Roxy went live today to answer questions about Nazaya Harris, but it took a turn. Okay, let's listen.
Well, I mean, play devil's advocate, y'all.
Post the damn picture because
The
I
reason
know
why
damn
the
well
picture
I'm
is
not
up here because you lied and
Wait,
said
I know damn well I'm
they
not
had
in the
no family reunion since 2010. That's why I came with the
I said that I throw. That doesn't mean that other family members have not thrown a family reunion. I said that I throw.
She literally said that when she throw the family reunion.
God damn.
If they had a family reunion,
You got so much motherfucking money, go get an earwax.
Hold on, Roxy, you gotta calm down. I don't have to sit on no platform and ask nobody for no donation. The fact remains the same. The fact remains the same. The reason why you don't have nobody in Detroit to help you is because you were starting shit with all the people last year, and you were posting on the live. No, Roxy, I sent the proof already. That's why you don't have no help. So you get on this platform.
Because I need this person to come on here. Whoever the person you get your information from needs to come on this live so we can ask them these questions.
Clearly,
you want a panel full of investigators.
Because two pictures is the receipt that you sent with two pictures, and not one picture is Roxy in there. So I'm wondering.
I sent more than just the pictures.
This is what I'm trying to say.
Hold on, I'm finna go to my DM.
Okay, when she first came on the live, she was saying that she was calling Roxy out because Roxy said that she thrown every family reunion and that she
we want to know what you got in there.
held at her. So one of the pictures she's saying, oh, they found the family reunion and Roxy ain't nowhere being around. So she's saying she's not being truthful about that.
But I also told her that she never said that she threw everyone. She said she threw the last one she threw, specifically she threw was in 2010 or 11.
But
she didn't say that it wasn't no more. She just said the last one she threw.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Roxy wasn't the only one at the family reunion. Everybody else could have seen something too. I'm just throwing that out there. I mean, we can't just put it out.
But she has been very consistent about across all these platforms. But she say that she moved away, she came back and seen Nazaya and did not come back until she was missing. So she thinks that when she was 2, she left. I don't know.
Now that we done got some answers, now that we in the right direction, I still got a lot of questions, but I got, I ain't gonna pressure you on you like that. You got a lot of people.
So when you found out Naziah was missing, what was your first thing that came?
On Facebook, and I shared the poster or the post that Shannon had on her Facebook page. And then I started calling family members because I asked Shannon, I said, well, did you contact anybody in the family? She said no.
But you said you wasn't in contact with them. How you sharing pictures that Shannon had on her thing when you said you had no contact with them at all?
It's on Facebook though.
You said you had no contact with them at all, period.
I did not.
Yeah, because it's some of my family.
You can still be
my
Facebook on Facebook.
Nothing. When I say no contact, I mean no contact at all.
Miss CBS, what was that video about? That was weird.
Basically a video that was sent to me when she was trolling the guy. The guy, if you click on the thing, it should take you straight to his page.
I know it's talking about voodoo. I got out of there. I don't play with voodoo.
Yeah, it should take you straight to his page or whatever. She was basically trolling him and basically saying that Tammy the Voodoo Queen put roots on him and made him delete all the searches and stuff off his page, like about some stuff. Like it's okay. You're not right about everything.
That video.
What was getting deleted? What happened?
Right. The police made him delete that, not me.
You said Teresa put something on him. I just watched the video. You said Teresa put something on him.
Tammy, she was on the live. She was on the live trolling the dude that was out there on the ground
I
searching.
don't know what she put on him, but that's what you said.
Yeah,
she was Teresa is, but that's what it said.
Yeah, Tammy or something.
No, Tammy said that she put something. No, he messaged Tammy and told Tammy that she put something, a hex or whatever it was that he said on him. That's what she said. I don't got no spiritual powers.
That's Travis Scott. Yeah, that's Travis Scott on this halftime. We watching the same thing, y'all watching it too. Yeah, I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know what that video.
I wasn't trolling anybody. What I did not appreciate about him was how he kept using Naziah's name, and then he made that post saying that Naziah was over there in the basement and she wasn't. That's what I didn't appreciate. Ain't nobody trolling or clouding nothing. This is real life. This is somebody's family. This is something that somebody is going through. So to sit up there and to make a mockery of this whole situation and go around and spread lies about somebody, and there's people out here really looking for her, that's not okay. So for a random ass stranger to be sitting up here coming around talking about my cousin is in the goddamn basement and I'm genuinely out here looking for her. Do you know how much of an emotional fucking roller coaster that you can put somebody up on when every little hope that you hear for somebody that you may be this close to finding her, and then when you get over there to look for yourself, it's not that, and you left empty-handed time and time again? That's not okay to do. You don't mess with nobody's family like that.
Your family is messing with your own family.
I mean, Texas. It's her. If it wasn't for her family, they wouldn't be having to do this though. Texas is right. If it wasn't for her family, if it wasn't for them fucked up individuals, we wouldn't be going through this. And that baby been okay.
Okay, but so even if that was the case, he had over 50-some people out there searching for your niece. They was all in bandos. They was going all in wood. He was the one who found the shoe in the clothes. And
actually,
people in the chat,
he's not the one that found the shoe in the clothes. I did.
People in the chat comment, Roxy, I got the video.
Okay, well, obviously you didn't see the original video with me.
Roxy, I got
because when I found them, I called the police and the police never came over there to get the shoes. Because they said it was a description of the shoes that she had on. So that's why they didn't come out there. Mosquito bite, rapper boy, whatever you want to call him, didn't come out there until the day after we were already searching over there with the police.
Okay, so if he didn't come until the day after, so y'all just left the shoe and the stuff right there. He just was left there.
Yeah.
Roxy, that's cap. Anna, I sent you a video.
You estimate about how many search warrants did you execute?
So this right here, Sergeant Shannon Jones testimony about the search team finding the items.
Probably over 20. And throughout the entire, it has to be over 20.
And what kind of searches were done in this case in general?
So we searched, as far as like land searches.
All kinds.
All kinds. Well, we searched Ypsilanti as we did our workup, and we're looking at different locations that Mr. Butts had been to. We identified an area out in Clinton Township that he had gone out to back and forth before. And that was an area that Shannon Harris, his child's mother, had lived at. So this was kind of like a route out there, and we located, there was like a big retention pond out there. So that was another place that we had dive teams come out. We had the helicopter, the cadaver dogs, and we searched out the township. As we start breaking down the phone map here a little bit more on Mr. Butt's phone, it kind of led us to 7 Mile and Bird.
And what's on 7 Mile and Bird?
So 7 Mile and Bird, there is a vacant parking lot on the southwest corner. It used to be a golf course. So the entire south side of 7 Mile, from Berg and then heading back east, used to be a golf course, which is now shut down. And then on the other side of Berg, there's a parking lot where it has like a vacant building, which used to be the clubhouse for the golf club. And then right behind that parking lot is the Rouge River.
And when's the first time that you get out to 7 Mile and Bird?
We went out once. It was probably maybe a couple weeks later that we went out there. We went out there once. I remember it snowed. So when we went out there, it wasn't as easy to search. We're kind of looking if somebody was just placed out there or if something was easily identifiable. But because of the snow, we knew that we were going to have to come back again once that melted because it'd be easier to see underneath.
Okay. And so do you go out there again?
We've been out there multiple times. I've probably been out there 7, 8 times, all with various dive teams. We searched the complete river from 8 Mile all the way down past 96 on foot with cadaver dogs in boats in the water. There's several log jams. We had state police actually had their helicopter fly the entire route so we could GPS all the log jams. We had coordinated with specialized teams to come in to help cut these log jams apart, which go throughout the river. And then throughout the season, obviously we had some rain, so the water goes up and down, which now brings the debris onto the land. So you have to actually search the land a couple hundred feet in some places that the water has pulled debris. We searched the homes, as I said, searched the vehicles.
So when you're out there at 7 Mile and Bird, do you have an idea of what you're looking for?
Yes.
Okay. And what was the idea of what you're looking for?
So initially when we were out there, again, we had the clothing description. We had the picture of her that she had sent that night or that day that she went missing on the night. So we were looking for the black hoodie. We were looking for, again, initially we were told blue and white gym shoes.
Now, is there a time where that changes?
Yes.
Okay. And what is it that makes that change?
So as we go out to areas and search, when we leave, a lot of times large community groups may go out there, right? And they saw that we were at Sevenberg, and I know people come out there to help. There was a group that had been out there and they were recording, and they saw a pair of Nike shoes, which were the red and black. We were alerted of those on our initial search. It's documented in our river search report. But because we weren't focused on the red and black and we were looking for blue and white Nike shoes, we left them there, but we did GPS coordinates.
So that would have been Border Patrol Agent Wyatt Barnes.
Yes.
Okay, you heard his testimony.
Yes.
All right. So continue.
Yeah. So on our initial search, we knew they were out there. The pink hoodie was identified, but we didn't collect them because, again, we didn't have anything about a pink hoodie or a pink onesie. And not matching. And there's a lot of clothing out there. There's a lot of shoes out there. There's people's clothes. There's all type of debris. So I can't collect every single piece of clothing and article that we find. Later, I get the information that as the search team is out there, they had called 911 because they saw these shoes. And they posted a picture of these shoes somewhere or sent it to Naziah's brother. Naziah's brother then reached out to me and he sent me a picture of Naziah wearing the black and white Nike shoes. Once I saw she had the exact same shoes on that are depicted, that were described out there, I knew immediately where to go. I gathered a couple members of my team and we immediately went back out to where the shoes were GPS located and recovered the shoes. As we were there, that's when we found the black hoodie and then the pink jumpsuit that had been laid out by Agent Wyatt.
Okay. Now, as it relates to those red and black Nike shoes, you had a photo that they were associated with Naziah in some way. Did you ever end up asking Annette to see if those shoes were still in Naziah's possessions?
Yes.
Okay. And did you ever end up recovering those pairs from Annette?
No.
So after you recover the pink jumpsuit, the black hoodie, the shoes, what do you do with them?
Those are all, well, that was.
That's the shoes. That's the. Look at that bounce. All right, so y'all listen. That's the in and out one.
I wouldn't know what the state give, what they don't give.
Let's talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow I do have an appointment, right? But if I can, I'm gonna try to get this live in before the appointment or after, if it doesn't run too late into the afternoon. But if I don't come back tomorrow, we'll be back. I definitely won't. I'll let y'all know. If I have to let y'all know on the T channel or on the community wire, I'll let y'all know. But I'm gonna try to come back tomorrow because I know definitely I probably won't be able to come Wednesday. So I'm gonna let y'all know. But when we come back, we'll continue this playlist, okay? We're going to stop it right here for today. We had 3 hours. And like I said, I don't want these live streams to go over 3 hours, okay? So, with that being said, we're going to end it right there today. And I'll either be back tomorrow or I'll let y'all know when I will be back, okay? And we're going to start where we stop. Thank you, Miss Margie. I appreciate it. I hope each and every one of y'all are having a blessed, beautiful day so far. Thank y'all so much for supporting this live stream, this channel. Shout out to my members. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Natasha. And I'll see y'all in about 30 minutes over there in Sippaville, okay? Until then, listen, y'all be safe, be blessed, never stressed, all right? And until next time, truth seekers stand up, and we out. I appreciate y'all so much, all right? I'll see y'all in a few.